if I decide to unmute the mic, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Australia's Tabletop Wargaming Network for the Western Sydney 40k 8-person teams tournament live coverage coming at you. Blake is joining me once again. Great to have you, mate.
How you guys going?
We've got a round 5 matchup for round 2 again. We've got here for the buffet, which is basically Team New South Wales, into the Horsemen, which is basically Team Queensland, which is going to be crazy. We had this happen last time.
Round again, and it stole a main event. It took away the main event spot. But I'm curious to see the pairing process here. I think it's going to be a lot of psychological warfare. Yeah,
definitely agree. Definitely agree. It's going to be big. So we're just waiting on the rest of the Horsemen to rock on in. It's great to have everyone who is still with us in the chat. Thank you so much for just hanging out with tab open. It's going to be really good. So it's going to be really solid. I'm actually going to swap to go to the minimal for now. We'll get rid of the dice camera, and we will have the straight top-down guys, because we'll see the pairings on here. I do have to reset some things, so I do apologize, chat. That was from the last round. So I'm just going to quickly reset a few bits and pieces. But I'm going to let Blake go through some things and talk through the mission as well, and what each of the teams have brought in terms of factions and all that, and I will leave you in his capable hands whilst we get the captains all sorted for pairing stuff as well. But I will be popping over to the table in a second. We'll just swap over the isometric. So for this one, Blake, when we get into pairings for you, man, just table isometric, just hide that so it just shows the top down. That's perfect. Alrighty, team. I'll be back with you shortly. I'll leave you in Blake's capable hands.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at the Horsemen now. The Horsemen are like the defending champions. They won this event last year. Very similar team. So we've got Alex Terrison playing Orc. We have got Brian Lakeland playing Eldari. Dave Kerr playing Dark Angels. Eric Lotharius, captain himself, on Gene Steelers. No surprise there whatsoever. Got Jacob O'Donnell on Thousand Sun. And hey Ben, how you going? We've got the Horsemen, the Queensland team, last year's winners, versus basically the members of Team South Wales. Their team name is Here for the Buffet. Bit of a meme, but a lot of the guys here, the buffet's pretty good. Penrith RSL, where we're at. Back to the loadouts. Jacob Warren playing Chaos Space Marine. One of 2 Chaos Space Marine players here this weekend. Josh McGowan on Gladiator, playing Necron. And then we have Josh Wood playing Chaos Daemons. We'll scroll down to Here for the Buffet. Second chat. Is that any better, Ben? I don't know how any of this stuff works. It's my first time. Here for the Buffet, capped by Daniel Gash Jones. We have got Eric Eggs on Salad from playing Adept Gannicus. We've got Brodie Middleton on Astra Militarum.
I won't swear.
Oh.
I swear I won't swear.
Kirby as Will Wyckoff playing League Stand. Jordan McGregor himself playing Imperial Knight.
I'm here just in case he wants to ask anything. Yeah. He's going to do everything. Yeah, pretty much. Well, you
Nathan
guys had
Princey
3 here. We had to make it
playing
equal,
Chadman.
right?
Yeah, we had to like equal out. Like,
Yeah. For some reason, they didn't pick Princey to be more intimidating. They picked me.
Princey wouldn't fit on the camera.
Going to the pairings now, guys.
Yeah, it'd be nothing but chest.
Do
we have everyone? Yes.
Hey, Hey, we got some pairings cards to show you afterwards. Just a GSC one. We can't. We're not allowed it for here.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's fine. We're never again. Never again. You're dead to us.
Yeah, go for it. When you guys are ready.
Yeah, sweet.
This is my contribution, handing the dice after.
Sweet.
Alright. What are you doing?
I like. But yeah, I'm using my ones per game. Phone a friend real quick. So that would be this one here.
Oi!
Oi.
Sad one.
No
Sad
mirror
one.
today.
Both teams
Which
pretty
one's which?
talked up first.
Cool. Do you remember what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be fine. Yeah. All good, thank you.
Yep. So actually, well, this
I
one
guess there
is
is
a bit of a
still one
spanner
free
because
regardless,
it's like
so
we
it's
can do
fine no worries.
that there or that there as a pin.
I can't see what you're pointing at, just tell me.
So we do
This is actually
where is
bad.
it? That and that because
I
apparently
don't think this is real.
Yeah, just do it.
You reckon? Yeah. It's the best matrix.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Cool.
You just gotta trust that people did the right data, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can trust. So basically, the two there, that and
yeah,
that.
we're gonna lock it in.
Yeah, we're
and
locked
then
in.
We'll
Yeah,
roll
we're good.
this after that.
Yeah. So they did that straight away. So we
Scarred and brutal for
and we
me.
definitely get that.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, done. Cool.
Like,
This is better.
Rejected and selected. No, sorry.
Where are you lads staying?
So that and that.
Some fucking place.
It's still like 21 inches bikes.
And then they gave us
Oh, that's Matt. Yeah.
what is it called?
Yeah.
Inari and Outlander Claw.
I think I'm gonna
Hey,
trust this. This feels
His
better.
name's Lakeland.
Oh, you
He
say
would've
you want me
slept
to
on
take
the
that
floor.
one?
Yeah. Half Lake,
I
half
think it is
land.
better, yes.
That's the best I could do, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Everyone gets it right. Makes it worse. Would you guys rent a car then?
No, we just Uber. It's like $10.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
we have
Well, I'll
Orc
have room in the
into
car to grab some of
Votan,
you next time.
again, and
Just remember
Orcs
you have to do
into
dice rolls.
Gene still.
Yeah. Do you want to give me house?
Yeah, house. Done.
I got a 1.
We can share the dice here.
Good start.
House. House.
Heyo. My table. Yes.
Sorry, would you like to sit while where I am quickly?
So you'll get table choice.
I think shooting list, he has to be that
So
one.
tables.
That's the better one.
So they won the table choice roll off, but we've got you into Eric. 8 heavy. Sure. So that's been eliminated. Sure. So they've eliminated this one. So which means we're left with heavy 7.
Orcs into Gene still on the table.
Search and destroy Linchpin, raise banners.
For table 7.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you.
Sweet.
No, Alpha Mile. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, we do.
All of them
Yeah,
are
it
beast.
is.
Yeah. There is 8 heavies on that map.
Alex, do you want to ask him which axis?
Which halfway?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? What time? So you're drinking his hand going, this one's
They've already taken heavy 8.
He's saying the white axis. I haven't looked at the maps.
You need that back.
So chat, we are waiting
Oh no, yeah.
here for
No,
the
no, I get
buffet
that.
to pick their table.
So map 7, it'll be
These two.
those two. Thanks guys, sorry about that. Except for Eric, fuck Eric.
It was a 50-50 shot,
Next one.
Goal is to hold as best you can.
Yep.
We wanted to eliminate.
Possibly one down as well?
Straight away.
You want me to hold this?
No, as in like I was saying, the goal is to hold against him, so making sure you don't get to him.
Trust me, I'm not putting more mystics.
That's fine. That's perfect.
Which one?
I don't even know if I can.
Best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, give me that.
Give me that.
Give me 6.
We'll take map 6.
Yeah.
So the medium. Yep.
Yeah, like maps. Medium table.
I think this is fine as well.
Be very similar to what we've seen last round.
Perfect.
Because in the scrum you can start. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So we've eliminated now.
Can we see what it looks like?
Yeah. Do you want to remove? Yeah.
Yeah. Hide the shit.
Yeah. No, that's your rejected. Yeah. No, that's actually ours.
We'll take it next
They
year.
all look the same to us, yeah.
Yeah.
Notice that I'm not wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's on point.
Yeah. Just having a look at this. So we're thinking.
Yes, it is.
You reckon?
And I get to play Kirby, which is
Okay.
No, I get
I'm
to
fine
play
with that.
Kirby.
Yeah.
You okay with that? I think that makes sense. Like, there's just one option, right?
Alright, good job, way out. Yeah, that's
Because
it.
it can't really pin.
As far as we know.
Or looking at it on the
I'll
dart,
give you a little kiss.
right?
Actually, to be
Hang
honest,
tight, chat.
benefits more from
This can be a
Yeah, I
long
agree.
process, especially with the
No, but
level
I
of
know.
players
I
we've
know.
got here.
We'll show him after. We'll show him after.
Just throw them on the table.
So we did that.
It's just all of us bottoming.
Sorry, had to. We're like trying to decide on it. CSM ACDC. Okay.
So we have
Had
That's pretty clear.
Chaos Daemons, which I
that-
believe
That's just later on. Or is it?
What's that?
that is the Renegade Raiders. And
That's not that bad.
baseball. Put up.
Yeah. I like you had agents of the Inquisition.
I was like, are we playing agents now? I guess we are.
It's a catch-all for like anything.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, I know. I was gonna say that one.
What else are we pinning with?
Do you want?
So well, I think that.
So I think it's you.
Okay.
You're
So then, okay. Yep. Yep, and you avoid that one, which is a big deal. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this looks good. This is touch and go, but that's okay. And if they take this, it's really good then. There is a chance, for sure. What? Yeah.
So you think this into? I think that.
Look.
Oh, instead of that. Does that make sense? Looking at that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. It's up to you. Yeah. No. I want you to leave it. Yeah, that's fine. That's just my thoughts. No, I agree. So I gave GSC and okay.
Who's that? CSM?
And then they gave us T-Summons and
That feels a bigger problem, yeah, later on. It is stable as well.
We'll take that one. I'll give you that back. Yep. So, yeah, perfect. Woody.
We have Chaos Marine Quest Beanstalk Occult and Space Wolf. Thousands.
Yep.
This is the middle of Yes. So Woody, medium 6 and heavy 8 are gone. Here's your mattresses.
They might take one, so have a second foot.
Yeah.
Okay. And last one?
Eric, I thought we'd agree to play. I thought we were playing. I don't want to embarrass you like that. You promised. I didn't promise. You were telling me I can't kill tanks, bro. I have.
At 8:40 tonight, you guys can play. Right.
Okay, you want?
Scotty will stay. We'll leave the stream on.
It's for charity. Like one person has to stay back and play.
That's the charity.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the charity.
We're gonna have to create a fresh stream and everything because we're almost pushing 12 hours on this.
Yeah, that's alright. Blake can do it for you. Oh, you right?
You've seen the light.
We're not gonna LVO this, Alex.
Yeah.
It's a shadow round afterwards.
So I remember we did the five game in one day for charity at fucking GG. We finished at like 2:30 AM. That was bad. I was so drunk too.
That's like the only way you can do it.
Well, I started drinking. I was like, I'll leave it till last game, and then I just seen how many beers I could drink in the last game.
Yeah, just after your commitment that everyone brings easy to play armies and you not play on 2 hours slots. No forged armies at all. TikTok.
You guys pick.
No, so you guys pick next?
We pick first.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
So it should be, this should be over there. This should be over there then. Yeah, I get you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna take light 2.
Yeah. Sorry guys, my bad.
And that's 4.
Yeah. We'll take medium 4.
Yeah. So, have we removed this?
So, 1,000
the others now?
Facebook on light table.
What's that?
It's pretty clear, right?
Chaos Marine and Philosoph.
There is one bad one, and you
medium.
just avoid it if you do
Yeah, we're not
that.
done yet. So we got to remove wolves, and we're removing T-Sun. Yeah. And then also you're removing ACDC. And that's what it's looking like.
This is a little bit weak.
So
That's the main issue.
defend with that.
This one for sure, and I guess this one as well. Yeah, after his first game, probably it, yeah.
Yeah. So we do that and then
Yep.
Do we get first name? Yeah. What's left? In terms of tables, we've eliminated 2 mediums.
And we pick first next turn. I think we pick first here, right?
Eliminated 1 heavy, 1 light, and 2 mediums. Medium. Medium 4 and 6.
Oh, they pick?
And heavy 8 and light.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pick on this one. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Are we locked in guys?
We are. Reveal. Pow! Card put up.
So that is.
Okay, so we have got
What's
the
the left
Dark
one?
Angels coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Guard here for the buffet.
Scions, Deep Strike, Kill Stuff.
We have to put a champion in.
We do. Yeah. So the question becomes.
Repair.
Yeah, you reject it and it's a good game. Yep, I like that.
I think
To be fair, those are good as well. Like, it doesn't matter too much.
He's got 11.
Everything. Enough stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
You refuse, but whichever it falls into is good, right?
Alex is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So it is the horse for the South Wales here for the buffet. So
I think you're right, but I
as for the
think this is
buffet,
going to unfold
I
well,
do
regardless.
think
Maybe this is a 14 instead of a 12.
the 1,000 pounds,
we do either.
they don't mind being jailed,
Because like
but
if we leave that, then
Is this that high?
we'll have to see.
Is this actually correct?
We'll have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it looks
Battle
like
Shock folks, that's square.
Eric will be playing Michael,
No, I agree.
looking at this card as well.
Yeah, this is correct, yeah. Cool. That's for us, that's for you guys. We got the last guy here.
sweet.
And I think we pick first for
Important
that one.
picks now.
Demons.
What is
Like
this?
the Dark Angel
Admech?
options are Admech or Imperial Knight.
Yeah,
Could be George
it makes sense.
Gregor.
Yeah, correct. Sorry. Cool. So we're gonna take that, and then we'll refuse this.
Oh,
Yeah, those two play.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sweet. All right. Ready?
Yeah, guard as Nurgle.
Go on. Reveal these two.
Sure.
Yeah, Connor.
Ayo, yeah.
Scotty was saying just before
I'll take
that
3.
the rematch of last year, in my opinion, like this should have been what round 5 was, but
So you
they
got-
both
yeah.
did too well last game and paired into each other.
CK into
So
pros.
here we are.
Yeah, we were just off the side.
That's good.
We're working,
yeah. Oh, for you?
You're on.
Can you sum that?
Whatever it says there.
So we have
Yeah, heavy.
Eldari
Or eight,
into
isn't it? Eight.
Imperial Knight and
One of the two.
Oof.
Much as much. Yeah.
Necrons into Chaos Armor.
Maybe.
Now, I will say,
don't you
Throne Raise Banners Linchpin.
They do.
Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights
That
are
was
going to
clean,
do
yeah.
well on
I don't mind it.
mission.
Do we unmic now? Can I start swearing again?
You could already keep swearing. It's fine.
Oh, he doesn't give you.
Yeah,
You don't care?
Say the C-bomb.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm going to leave it up to the
No one will
players
get it.
now.
Favorite Gene Stealer cult unit.
We all know it, right? Bio!
Bio fucking. You were a bit tipsy when we did that, I think. But
Yeah. Today I'm pretty clean, yeah. Maybe at 8 tonight it will be different. We'll see.
Maybe then you say
Then I tell you what's in the GSC list, yeah.
1 into 2. So what you'll probably find here is it's random
8,
bracket.
let's go to the
So it's just
tables.
winners versus winners.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, these kind of things aren't seeded or potted until round 5. But I don't know what metric's being used for the pairings.
Who's picking the
I'm
next
gonna
one?
guess it's random in bracket. So winners versus winners, losers versus winners, losers versus losers. So we'll have to
You sure?
have to wait and see how the rest of the event goes. Till we can find a pattern there, then we can go off that. But right now, I'm going to say it's random in bracket, mate.
No.
Okay, cool. If you guys are happy,
Haven't we rolled that?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So.
What is it? 2 tables left, right? What are the 2 tables?
2 tables left, so a long yeah, it's just heavy left.
Okay, cool. So what? Which heavy? Heavy
7, the map that has
what's he versus again? What's that?
Silver type.
Okay, cool. And then
There's light one.
Princey. Hey. What do you want? I'm just gonna get set up. What am I on? Medium 5?
Yeah. Light. Do you want light or do you want heavy 8?
What is it?
Oh, sorry, heavy 7.
That's Jeff.
Take a pick. Probably go. Maybe you go and ask Jordan.
At least we're both on 2 different.
It's you and I again.
Is it heavy 8?
Heavy 8, yes.
Which
one's that? Oh, what? I've got it on my phone, it's all good.
Look, I've done my job.
Yeah, I have the pack somewhere.
Okay, cool. I think it's heavy.
Waiting for them to.
It's at the end, so you got 6 heavies. Yeah, it is that one. Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Heavy 1. Why have they invert everything?
Where is the heavy 8? Do we just pick?
Yeah. We have to pick near him though.
Near Josh? This one has 6 heavies, so we can go there. I'll get my stuff. Oh, you got a tray. Look at you.
Did you find a tray?
Do you use the same one when you go to the bingo
Yes.
after? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it is basically that. We will see.
That was close. Good luck to you. Yeah. I think that glass was like exactly on the edge. And it still is. Oh, you got new stuff painted?
Yeah, man.
Are those beast bosses?
Thanks again, Connor.
Look at that fist.
I know, right? Look
What
at
does
that.
it? Yeah.
Let's go ethos, boys. Well, I don't know how I feel about
they look good
ethos,
anyway.
Oh,
but we appreciate.
Now they're in boxes, they take no space. I'm looking for a tray which actually fits the army. Because right now, like, I could fit like 3. Yeah, I want like the Maca ones, but I couldn't find the Maca nearby.
Yeah, and just carry the whole thing like this.
Yeah. I think I'll give back the mic. Yeah, that one.
It's not hate, mate. It's just a bit of banter.
No, we claimed it already. It's the.
I think we need more team events.
Oh, so are you?
Personally.
Okay, where's the second heavy?
I like how spread out you guys are as well.
That's medium.
Like, I play for Hyperion. We're basically West Sydney.
We've only got 4, so that's yours. Yeah.
Not this one. This one.
I'll grab you. Thanks, brother.
Alex cracked you up. Yeah, Alex is pretty good. Pretty funny. Right here, if you want to say hi. All right, chat. We have got our pairings. We have got Brodie Middleton on Astra Militarum, and we have got, I believe, Josh Woods on Nurgle Demons. Yeah, Joshua Woods on Nurgle Demons. Get up real okay. So looking at Josh's, we've got the Plague Legion. We've got 2 great unclons, both with an enhancement. I'm not off the top of my head. I cannot tell you what they do, but that is. I'll get it up in a sec, guys. We've Rodriguez, 2 sloppy bile pipers, and the mass of Slanesh. So looks like there's a lot of loan up. Got 3 units of 3 Nurgle. 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 units of plague. 6 units of plague bearers. That is a lot of T5 bodies. 2 wounds, sticky objective. A lot to get through. So we got 2 units of 2 beasts. There are a lot of bodies and a lot of wounds to get. I think you can hear what it's gonna get on objectives and not let you have. That, in my opinion, is a perfectly good way to play Warhammer. Get up, Brodie Middleton. Hard. Brodie came past. Said last time he was on stream, he knocked over 3 lights. So let's see stop that. Yeah, getting some love in chat for Josh. Stuff. Mic keeps cutting out. I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. I don't know how this stuff works, guys. It's my first time. Scotty will be back soon. Address that. So, Brodie Middleton. We've got the Astra Militarum Hammer of the Emperor. His warlord is Ursula Creed. We have got the Catachan Command Squad, an Ogren Bodyguard, 2 Rogal Dawn Commanders, Catachan Jungle Fighters, 10 of those, 3 Catachan, a unit of 3 Catachan Heavy Weapon Squad. This is as close to the microphone as I can get, guys. Another unit of 3 Catachans. So we have 3 units of 3 Catachans with Lasgun mortars. 2 units of 10.
In terms of other stuff, I'm going to set up the chess clock.
Case like microphone, Sam.
Guys, what's the time?
Yeah, 2 units of 10 Castkins.
So I will set it at
unit of 4 Krieg heavy weapons.
It gives you 20 minutes to set up terrain, go through list, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
If there's any issues with it,
we have single Hellhound, 2 Lehman Russ battle tanks, a Chimera, and 3 Turoks.
just, I know the windows being out doesn't change the ruins. It's just more so we can see stuff through the ruins, so it doesn't actually mean that you can see through. It's just your traditional WTC stuff. If you guys need a TO, let us know. We're listening to you, so we'll be able to grab them for you rather than you guys having to step away from the table. Outside of that, have a great game. And,
thanks.
I'll touch base if there's any need.
Yep.
Know everything about cards?
Give me a Hammer of the Emperor refresher.
Detachment rule is auto advance 6.
Yep.
Strats for advanced shoot.
Yep.
That's all good.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome in, Ben and Rusty and Lion King, all you guys, welcome in. Great to have you guys joining us. It's Blake's first time on stream, so, you know, he's doing the best he can, guys. We were going to have lapel mics instead, but the lapels are a bit echoey because we've got 16 other people in this room and it picks up everybody else, whereas the pod mic doesn't. So we're doing our best with it. So yeah, it's his first time doing this as well. So, you know, a bit of grace towards him would be really appreciated from me, guys, as a favor. But we've got a really interesting game. Josh Woods on Chaos Daemons Plague Legion into Brodie Middleton on Hammer of the Emperor Astra Militarum. You gone through their lists? Awesome, awesome. Let's get a prediction, not a prediction, a poll going in chat for you guys. So you guys can actually have a say in who you think is going to win this game. And we can also run through the other pairings and what tables they're on as well if you did not catch those as well.
Have you played against this before?
Nah, thanks, Connor. Really appreciate that encouragement for Blake. He is doing a great job. Really is.
So it still has the demon rule with your neg 1 leadership within shadows and lose D3 models.
Oh! Do we get another super
you
chat?
Are within shadows
mate.
or within...
Thank you.
Sorry.
Really
Everything
appreciate that. I'm just going to try and see.
As in shadows.
Oh, thank you so much.
Every noble
really,
unit.
really appreciate
and then
that, brother.
Also the normal
All
shadows.
right, let's get this poll
holding
going.
half or more. Both command phases during the command at some point, it can be after you draw cards and do orders. I can pick a unit within a shadows to take a battle shock.
Just put
at neg 1, obviously. I have 2 sloppities in there, so start the fight phase.
Of course there is. I'm being a dumb
This is touching, right? Or is it a gap?
Just touching the outside.
There's no touch. They're not touching here.
No, not touching.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Get that.
So infantry within 6 of a sloppy at start the fight.
Get your list. Get your.
I have an enhancement.
Yes,
on
Rusty
one
will
of them.
get the list posted in.
I don't have to do it
in chat as well as in the ATW Discord as soon as we can. We've got them up. We just need to do the copy paste and all that fun stuff. So we'll get them up there for you guys. They are also on BCP. So I will get the BCP link for you guys in the meantime, so you can have a look there. The teams that we have got on is here for the buffet, and the Horsemen are the 2 teams facing. So it's going to be really, really interesting. So that is the current layout, and the deployment map for you guys, if you're wondering,
and then I have a strat
search and destroy.
On a different
so we're gonna see some fun action on table quarters between the lists. I will have a quick review of them. The players are obviously chatting away and stuff, so we'll swap over to them for a bit. We'll get all the lists up, so they're pinned in chat for you guys to reference and such as well. And we'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to everyone for joining us. It's awesome to be able to showcase basically a top table round going into round 2. Basically, so we'll be back with you guys in a second. We'll swap back to the minimal scene and showcase the players for you guys.
It's more like resing base. I can stick a base to a wall, you kill the base, I pull it out, and I can put it back. Crit 5s. I have 1 for +1 to hit and take a battle shock. And then I have... I can add 5 inches of movement to all the infantry. So for 1 unit. Yeah. So they'll go 10. They can still charge. They can still action. They can do all that. Cool.
Okay, so we're going to start everything on the table. We're going to start the 3 Tauruses will have 1 unit of the Greek Flamer teams. Actually, the other 2 will both be Kazakhstan.
Yep.
And then the Chimera has the Kazakhstan command as well.
The Kazakhstan Scout, the others don't.
Yep. Leadership on the Dawns?
7. You can basically assume the entire army is 7.
That's why I'm assuming.
And I can order to 6. the start of the command phase.
Apologies about that, chat. The
if
receiver
I'm not that
batteries
offside,
had died at some point in the past, like
Yeah.
5 minutes or so.
But
So
at least
that's
I can
probably
order
what was
before I
cutting
take
out
the
the mic
test.
from the pairings process. I was hearing Alex through it beforehand for the Queensland
starting
guys.
early on the table,
so,
or?
it should have only just happened by sounds.
Yep.
So we'll go from there. But thank you so much for letting us know. We really appreciate you guys telling us.
Crazy.
Yep.
I will put these over here. Cool. Let's see who goes first.
Yep. Do you have any infiltrators?
Yeah, no guns.
Yeah, no guns. I don't. 3.
You can.
Yep. Sweet.
Do you have infiltrate? Just scout, right?
Just scouts, yeah.
Enhancements. Lone op.
Yep.
Within every no unit within 6 has an 18-inch lone op. Extra AP within 6. And then heat buffing damage and all that.
Yeah, cool. So the dark one is the...
Dark one is lone op?
Lone op, yep. Alright.
So everything's on the board, you can't go back into reserve or anything?
No.
Cool.
Alright, so let's kick off then.
Yep.
How long we got in the round? I just want to make sure we're using the full thing.
It's almost 2.
I can't find it.
I think the round started at 1:15, right?
20 past.
20 past.
Because we had 50 minutes for lunch.
Okay, so we've got 2 hours 50 minutes left.
Yep.
So that sets 2 hours 40. Do you want the extra 5?
We can just...
Yeah, I'll take the extra 5. I like the extra minutes
extra
for
5.
sure. Yep, yep,
All
great.
good. I will set that up for you guys.
Cool. I'm going to put 2 things down here.
Yep.
1 unit of mortars in Creed. Get through this. Cool. Put 1 Lehman Russ there.
Extra 5 minutes.
Great.
So 125 minutes.
Yep.
Might just move that across.
Yeah, yeah, sure thing. I can take that on. Yeah, yeah. You got it.
Just so that it's not blocking the camera, so.
The extra AP.
So the sand-coloured one is reroll to hit. The green one is 6 up feel no pain.
Is that just on him?
Yeah, just for the. It's not an aura. Just on the door.
Do I need to explain the glow rules?
Sorry, the what?
Do you need any rules explanation on?
No, I know the data sheets reasonably well.
Okay.
Just the rule set.
Yeah, that's fine.
That needed a bit of a reminder. Okay, so Dawn's down, so I got 4 down.
Yeah.
Were those guys were down there, right?
Yeah, I forgot we're playing Search, so I'm just gonna put you in. If you need to change anything, go for it.
No, it's okay. I'll put the guys in.
Watch out for angles as well. Yeah. So like the last thing I want is the
Floppity.
Kazakin, Torox there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Lists are posted in chat for those who are after it. And I've got to turn off who had first turn. Definitely not Brodie. They're only just getting to deployment right now. So right now what we can see in terms of deployment on the map, you can currently see that the Great Unclean Ones are behind both big ruins. We got some Plague Bearers down on each side, both left and right, for Josh. In terms of Brodie's deployment, we've got first mortar teams and then two Catachan mortar teams. They are probably yet to be deployed, I dare say, with one Taurox down on this line. Then we've got the
and what's the gun on the
Rogel Dawn, and then
Battle Cannon and
two of the Lehman Rust down as well.
Damage,
which is
two on the plasma, three on the
quite
battle
interesting.
Is that
The thing to note in Josh's list is that he's got two Great Unclean Ones and Rodigus, so he's got three big boys, basically, and then a lot of other stuff. Then he's got the three Nurgs. Like, I know Blake's already run through it. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Yeah, sure, cool. So we're going to find out if anything is in reserve as well. Lehman Rust with Plasmas are going to be the crutch. Yeah, they're definitely going to help. Definitely going to help. So there's a lot of Plague Bearers. I think, as Blake said, 60 Plague Bearers and 4 Beasts. Yeah, Rusty, definitely agree. It's going to come down to how many he's going to be able to get through. We do have the other Taurox being deployed, as well as the...
just want to make sure I can still...
What do you call it? The Chimera there. Terrain is... Peter, it actually is. So you can actually...
go 10, I can
go
order
to
to 13, and I can once
you can actually see that it's right in the corner.
And auto advance 6.
And it kind of comes around, so you can actually sit in the 3-story ruin off the wall and sit on the home objective for both players. So we are playing on, I believe it is map 4. I will actually get my list and I'll walk you through what the pairings are and such as well.
We have Josh Brodie Middleton has everything on the table, and Josh Wood will have one unit of Beast Nurgle off base.
Yep. Okay. So I've got 2 more units down, 2 mortars, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 down.
They haven't started the clock, so I will adjust.
Yeah, we can start it now if you want, we can...
I've just got to justify 5 minutes for both.
Cool. So what do we got here? How many units you got left to deploy?
Yeah, those buildings are definitely wrong. I'll go let them know. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so I got 122.30. Who's current deploying?
Me.
Alright. And it is on your time, Josh. Ooh, yeah.
Right over there.
Cool.
Yeah, that, I don't know if that building.
What's up?
This building.
Oh, right.
Let me look at the map.
I didn't put that one down. I think that should be further out.
You think that one should be further? It's about 3 inches between the plates, so yeah, this one should be...
Good catch, guys.
Yeah. Alright, so thanks for that, guys. Really appreciate it. did let the players know, so it'd be a bit more symmetrical as you want. You don't want asymmetry on WTC. They are built symmetrical. Okay, so for the pairings, the first faction we're going to mention is for the buffet team, and then the second faction is for the Horsemen. So in terms of pairings, it went Orcs into GSC on medium 6, then Votan into Orcs on heavy 8, GSC into Chaos Space Marines on medium 4. You then had Wolves into Thousand Suns on light 2. Adeptus Mechanicus into Dark Angels on map 5. We have Astra Militarum into Nurgle, which is our stream game, on map 3. We have Chaos Knights into Frond on light 1. And then Imperial Knights into Eldari on heavy 7. That is the way that it shook out in terms of pairings. Not really sure how everything is going to pan out for both teams. Again, we're likely not going to get the same intel that we did last round, just because of how close these two teams are going to play with each other. That's something to bear in mind as well, that being a higher level game, we won't be able to... what do you call it? Discuss
on the bottom.
You know, how some of these games are going. For Rusty, for which team are you discussing? I assume that's going to be for the buffet, which would mean that would mean Kirby, I believe you are referring to. Kirby's a great bloke. We actually had him jump on commentary the other week at New South Wales Masters for a round. So really solid guy. So. This is really interesting. Of course, the Nurglings are infiltrating in the no man's land on both sides to kind of stop them, you know, scouting. But at the same time, when we look at it, Brodie is just full-on gone car park right at the front to stop the assault on his home in any way, shape, or form. Of course, Nurgle doesn't have that much shooting, so Brodie can put his bigger guns like the Dawns in an exposed position to shoot out without being too afraid of being caught turn 1. And even if it is caught by those Nurgs, he can still shoot into them as well because of the vehicles.
Okay. I will say, Nurglings still have the battle line keyword, so they are going to store those raised banners for...
Yes, but I want to check if they've actually got any OC, because that's the important thing. You just... Really? That is interesting. That is very... Because that would mean that, yeah, I thought they wouldn't have had any OC on the Nurg. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, no OC on the Nurglings. And they minus 1 hit against stuff that is within engagement range of it. But yeah, it's going to be quite within 6 now.
Fully down.
Draw down.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. But it says that player controls. So the Nurglings will not be able to control it to do banners. None of your business. No, it is not. This is the balanced data slate dropped too late. Lists were submitted 2 weeks ago, so there was no way to factor in the changes this late at the event, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, it's not using the new rules, but it's also not using the updated WTC maps either. So, all around, it is just a, you know, as Alex the Greek would say, literally said to me, a disappointment. No, it just is what it is. Like, having a data slate drop 2 days before a team's event is really hard to then implement. So, definitely, you know, sympathize with the TOs. Rusty, there are 13 teams total. So, 13 teams in attendance. We got 2 from ACT, so the Australian Capital Territory. We got 2 from Queensland and 9 from New South Wales, which is 1 more than we had last year. Because we had only 12 last year.
Fill this up.
Let's do this.
Yes, that's correct, right. Mr. Elbato. All right, let's see. I think we're going to see a roll-off.
Stealing.
Oh, it is going to go to Brodie having first turn.
Scout moves first. You got a 9-inch block here, so I'm just going to move
I'm
lateral.
going to find out if it is the red dice or if it was just Rory last round. But it's looking like it might just be the red dice.
Yeah. Rusty, it is quite a long BCP page. If you have it extended on like if you go to that on like under the pairings, if you show 96, like if you have like 96 items per page, you should be able to see. Actually, no, it's not even showing it. Select all, and that'd be why. So if you have all selected on BCP, you should be able to see all the teams at that point. The selection for the items on page is right down the bottom.
Yep. Oh, we didn't. So he already goes first.
So as we can see, we've already got some Catachans out, ready to go.
Cleanse and behind. Cool.
Cleanse and behind
You can redraw
for these
behind
guys.
Can you turn one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I just hit
think
that
so.
again? Yep.
So you go back, hit this, and redraw and replace.
So we're getting a redraw on behind enemy lines here.
That'll become
I'll get
CP.
the,
So I have 1 CP.
Yep.
So both players are on 1 CP. Let's see what chat reckons. Nurgle
4 wounds
Demons,
per
a
base.
2-to-1 win here. Interesting, very interesting. Love to hear what you guys have to say and why you think that's the case. Whilst we're going through Brodie's movement for turn 1, let's talk about that detachment a little bit. I know we didn't really talk detachments last game because it was pretty straightforward with Orcs, Bully Boys. We know they're double war, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, okay. I knew it was,
but then we also...
so this is not good for me.
Interesting, Rusty. That's
Not do
very
that. I'll put
interesting.
Guardsmen on this one. They can come out.
Yeah, Dave pops around. Okay, so Astra Militarum Hammer of the Emperor. For those who don't know, when a squadron unit advances, it just adds 6 inches to its movement. And then it can move within engagement range of enemy models, but cannot end its move within that range when it advances. So it can advance through, which is really spicy. But unfortunately, it doesn't give assault, so no fast gun good. Which is really rough. I would have thought out of all the armies, Guard would want a fast gun good detachment on their vehicle.
Well, they have strats to access advance and shoot, but at the end of the day, they don't always need to. I feel like what you're going to find,
He'll +1 to hit on
down
himself.
on 1 tank a turn.
And
They have 2 orders.
Yeah, 2 orders.
I haven't seen that new
Yeah, 2 orders. And then +3 move on the Lehman Russ. And this guy
Yeah, so
will
spending that strat to do
+3
it
move
makes
on
sense. Cleanse and bring it down. Okay, that's a pretty rough turn 1 draw, I would say. I would say you don't want bring it down turn 1.
13, but then I pivot for it.
That's
so I'd have
not
to
a
pivot.
great
Yes,
draw
okay, so
there
I'll
for Brodie.
+3.
I think
I'm
he
gonna
probably
have
would
to
have
advance
wanted
anyway.
something
Yeah.
else.
So +1 to hit on the Lehman Russ.
They go base 10.
Base 10. So he'll go 16 when he advances plus
He
14
can
with
get
pivot,
rid
but I
of
actually
it for
gain
his
movement when I
CP,
pivot because of
but
the...
I feel like both of these aren't great for him.
Then...
Obviously, he can get...
you won't be shooting this
quite...
way.
If he was to kill all 3 Greater Demons this turn, he'd get a huge point. So, but I don't think he can do that.
Yeah, he'll +1 to hit on himself.
I don't think he can even see
Creed
any
Lord
of them.
Or +3 move. Sorry.
What do you reckon, Scotty?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to without advancing, and then he's exposing something like a Rogel Dawn to do it. I still don't even think he actually would even be able to get line of sight, because the only one is Rodigus, which is right there, and you wouldn't be able to get line of sight here, right? So it's basically going to turn into a CP, which is unfortunate. We will probably see a turn 1 cleanse, though. I reckon by the Catachans, they'll just go onto the ruin. Not the ruin, they'll go onto the middle objective and just cleanse it.
So you go 10.
It's done at the end of turn. He spends 65-point resource to get 2 points.
2 points is 2 points. Better
So I
than...
can go on the objective and make it a...
You don't want a 0-point
11.
turn.
5, okay, so that's not good. 11.
Especially in a game like this with
It's a +1 to charge.
all those
Yeah,
plague bearers,
+1 to
all that
charge.
battle
Okay.
line
I
on
will save
banner.
up just here.
Once,
So
once
11
Nurgle
for
gets
23.
on that objective, you're playing, can I get them
22
off?
away there.
And right now, I think we're going to see Brodie trying to just basically get there first.
Yeah, I think so.
This Lehman Russell.
I definitely think
advance
so.
and just do the same thing in there. So
Ronan,
16
welcome in.
movement.
Great to have you joining us. I definitely understand the confliction about being a faction player and wanting to support one of your fellow statesmen. Definitely understand that.
Pull back and shoot.
So yeah, it's been really, really solid.
Sorry? Yeah, I pull back and shoot. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see how this game continues to develop. We're seeing some other movement now from Brodie. So if we have a look at how his side of the table's looking, as you can see, there's a lot of fun stuff happening. He's got all of his mortars. He's got 2 out of the 3 mortar teams on his home, basically. And then he's also got another one kind of screening out. So he's definitely like being like, I'm going to screen out these beasts that don't really cause me any pain with his movement. We do see a Lehman Russ moving right out here, and it's questionable whether that cannon's going to be able to see the Nurglings that are in that building. I think they might, and so he's going to be able to shoot at them, which would be really, really interesting to see. In terms of other such stuff, let's have some fun and let's move the camera. So if we have a look at more of the middle of the table, we can see that we've got the Rogel Dawn now moving up here. So it's able to actually draw line of sight across the top because of how tall it is. You can actually see over the top of that ruin, which you won't normally be able, you won't be able to tell without looking at a view like this where you're like, oh, that's only 3 inches. The Rogel Dawn's like 4 inches tall. You can see over it.
Yeah, if we change to overhead.
I'll just go 10 onto that.
So the question is yeah, so it would have to go through that line there. It would have to go through here. Where is the cursor? Yeah. So it would have to come through here because that would be obscuring. And we're going to assume that those are bottom floor, which in WTC all bottom floor is closed. So the only thing you're going to see that shoot would be
Yeah, definitely agree. It'll be able to maybe kill a unit. Getting extra 2 shots as a blast and stuff. It's a calculated move. It's quite a defensive position for the Rogel Dawn as well. It kind of controls the middle of the field. And as we're seeing, as I was saying, you're now getting the Catachan move onto that objective to do the cleanse.
Just walk up and cleanse.
As he's just said, walk on and cleanse, because why not? So yeah, it's really, really solid. I think even if we have a look at where...
+1 to hit, because I advanced anyway.
We've got 2 of the beasts, and this is what I didn't pick up on. 2 of the beasts have been deployed.
Are all +1 to hit.
Right there, I did miss that. So he's only got a unit of 2 in reserves.
5 guys on there.
So he's only got the 1 unit, which is kind of important. But yeah, you kind of get a good idea about his lines here, because kind of like, cool, if you want to push your natural expansion objective, I've got Cadians there and a Taurox, and I've got the Lehman Russ sitting there that are able to just put out a ton of firepower directly onto that natural expansion for Josh. Really be like, okay, cool, you want to go for it? Sure, but I'm gonna really punish you when you do so. But what we can see from Josh is that he's really committed. I think it's 3 or 4 units over this flank. So he's got the 1 unit there, and I would say there's at least 2 units of of Plague Bearers right there as well, with the other one there. So he has 2 units of Plague Bearers in reserves? None? Let's have a look at the top down. So we've got the 1 unit there.
Okay.
Oh, that's 2 units that are there. Ah, okay.
Fix my CP now while I'm here.
Dan, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you. Just getting some lolly input from Dan, the team manager for Team New South Wales.
Lehman Russ into the Nurglings.
So we're going to get some shooting now, so we'll shut up and let Brodie do his thing.
Plasma to get damage 2. So you start with the battle cannon. 8 shots. D on 3s, re-rolling 4 because you're on objective. And winning on 2s. 5 AP1s. Damage 3.
Kills 1, kills 2.
2 plasma. Getting 5 shots. 3s. Reroll because you're on objective. And 2s. 4 AP, 3 damage 2. Kills all 3? Yep. 2 hazardous. Takes 3 damage. Cleanse, as I said. Let's do mortars. First mortar into the Nurglings, that one. Yep. It's 6-10. Pause.
5, right? They hit on 5 space, plus 1.
Heavy, plus order. Yeah, so then 3s. Cool, 4 zeros. 4? Yep. Sorry, 5. Cool. Kills the base.
1 damage each?
Yep. Next one. It's 10.
This has a
4.
1 1.
Cool, and then the last one. 10, 11.
Oh yeah, he's low not 10, but I'll do that.
11.
And 30 is the plasma, so you could shoot this something like that. So I'll go like that to get it cover.
4 more.
Cool. Kills 1. 1's on 2.
1's on 2.
20 from the back.
Okay, this Dawn will shoot at those Plague Bearers.
Which one?
The ones I can just see through the gap there. So just the autocannon of the turret.
Yep.
The and the stubber. So the turret. 7, 9.
Yep.
6. Hitting on 3s. I'll use my hit reroll here.
Okay, I guess.
Garbage. Then 2s.
Yep.
Strength 12. 3 AP, 2 damage 3.
3, so 1. 2. 1's on 1.
Yep, autocannon. It's T5, right? So 3s. Yep. 2 more autocannon AP ones. Damage 3.
Yep. So first one, dead. Second one, dead.
Stubber. 1. Sorry, 2 5s.
What's the range on the stubber?
36. 8. Rapid fire is 8.
Yeah. How many?
Just 1. AP 0. Damage 1. Okay. That'll be me done for the turn. I'm going to cleanse and discard, bring it down.
Sure. Okie dokie.
Draw me card.
Discard original. Discard. No.
No,
End of turn. Okay. Yep.
So, how do I get
You just tap the. Oh, yeah. Tap. Oh, no, past turn. There we go.
Are you. Sabotage break.
Cool. Battle shock on these Nurglings. Oop. They fail. That's fine. I'll get you to take a battle shock for me. We'll go on this door.
Yep. Is it 9 or 12?
Yeah.
Alrighty, chat. So we've got the
I think I'm within.
what do you call it? The round time wrap. So there's now
Maybe
2
just
hours
out,
25
actually,
left
yeah.
in the round. These guys are well into
Just
it
out, luckily.
at
There
this
we go.
point.
We'll do it on.
Really solid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, we have, Rusty. We've moved it over so we can see chat.
Oh, I forgot to move this
on
kind of area.
OBS, and then we've also got the YouTube side, YouTube dashboard showing up as well. So as you can see, really quite conservative turn 1 for Brodie. He did score max points on cleanse. He did get the Catachans there, but also got a unit. I think the Rogue Born here did it for him. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it, right?
Yeah, so just over 16.
So,
there, so it's,
we found the rest of the Plague Bearers, chat. That was sitting under this ruin.
Plus 1
There was
so
3 units sitting there, and then there's 2 units over here, and then 1 unit over there. So yeah, we found him, ladies and gentlemen. We found him. All right, so turn 1 is going pretty well. Brodie's in a relatively good position. He did secure his natural expansion. We're seeing some advances here now for Josh. Trying to get those Nurgs out of dodge. Obviously, Mortar's doing some work because indirect is just good.
That would make sense.
So yeah, he didn't spend any CP. He got sabotage, so doing an action to get some points on an objective. We're probably going to see maybe the middle Nurglings try and do that. Would be solid. They're relatively hard to touch at that point, and then he has to dedicate the mortars to kill that unit, for example. Or he could be doing it with this unit of Plague Bearers.
I would use the Plague Bearers.
Yes, I probably would be inclined to as well. Now, we are in the top of turn 1, so we'll mention what Josh's detachment is. Plague Legion, bottom of turn 1, sorry. Thanks, Blake. The Plague Legion detachment, to let you guys know what this detachment actually does. Basically, anything within a 9, I believe it's 9 inches of a Nurgle unit.
What's the enhancement on that one?
Have a look. Whilst an enemy unit is within 9 inches of one or more Nurgle units in your army, that enemy within your army Shadow of Chaos, each command page, select one enemy unit, take a battle shock attack. If it is within your army Shadow of Chaos. So, more battle shocks, lots of battle shocks. Battle shocking all day, every day. Why not? But yeah, that's basically his detachment. He's got some funky enhancements and stuff that we'll go through, and I'm sure Blake went through at the start. Fair, that's fair. So it's going to be really intriguing to see how he's actually able to, push out and engage. I wouldn't be surprised if we try and see another Plague Marine unit push this Bruin here. He is probably going to action with that other unit as well to do some stuff there. But yeah, Brodie's kind of just gone, cool, you cannot come in my deployment zone or halfway into no man's land, basically, with deep strikers. So he's really screened Josh out quite well. And now Josh is coming in. He has to bring it down. Is going to be extremely hard for him to score turn 1 as well. So both drawing bring it down at turn 1 means that they don't get any good stuff. So one of the enhancements that is on, I would like this. Okay, so the one Great Unclean one has the Droning Shroud, which is loan op, basically, for units within 6 inches of the bearer. So you can only be shot out when you're within 18. So it's larger than a loan op, but effectively loan op. And then we should be able to potentially get the other one up as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about Brodie's list when it comes into play and stuff as well. But yeah, what do you guys reckon in chat? We're seeing the poll going pretty well, which I reckon at the bottom of this turn we will close. That Nurgle Demons are 50... Actually, I'll end it now. 58% of you guys reckon Nurgle Demons have got this matchup compared to 41% or 42%, you'll call it, for the Hammer of the Emperor Guard.
5 without a reroll.
Brodie might want to double check and reread the... ability for quite possibly MC Militarum, quite possibly. So we'll see what happens. How he goes. The players are usually pretty on top of the rules. Brodie Middleton is quite. He's actually an internationally renowned player. Like he played a lot in the UK and in Europe for a number of years before coming back to Australia. I think in the last 2-3 years, and has been really doing well here in New South Wales. So I'll double check what you're actually referring to in terms of the land, the battle tank. Because, we're referencing rules in chat, it would always be good to actually chat about it.
These guys are going in the same spot.
So the ability for the Leman Russ battle tank is that if targets enemy unit, reroll hit rolls of 1, and within range of an objective mark you don't control, you can reroll the hit roll instead. So it could have quite possibly been, I think, yeah. That's the thing. That is actually a good pickup, but good to know. Could have come into play quite possibly when he was shooting at the Nurglings up the top here, because if they were on the objective and they didn't control it, he'd only reroll once at that point. So yeah, that's all good. That happens. There's never been a perfect game of Warhammer 40k played, and so I don't expect players on stream to get it perfect. even though he is a world-renowned player and he plays a lot of factions and stuff,
It didn't
that's
discard,
going to
bring
happen.
it down in the.
So
just ask
it's
Scotty.
it's going to be
Discard, bring it down for me, and I miss CP.
I'll just pop over the table.
turn.
I'll be back
Maybe.
with you guys.
I'm going to advance roll, I guess.
Big 4.
It auto discards.
Auto discards.
Yeah,
okay.
so if you go to round 2,
Yep.
it won't show it. So if you want to keep one,
it, yeah.
you just use the drop downs to select it instead.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
No worries, all good.
We'll advance the beast. Cool, 6.
All right, so the Beast of Nurgle, 100% perfect Warhammer games don't happen because to not let it carry through delay. Yes, but it's also important to recognize that we're here to commentate the games,
cool.
and we're not judges or anything in any way, shape, or form. So it's not actually our responsibility to let players know where they get rules wrong and stuff.
Yep.
So we have a policy of no intervention. Unless it's something like earlier where the terrain was skewed when it clearly is meant to represent the map, right? So that's just the stance we have here at the ATWN. We just don't intervene in games.
11 is kind of funny. It's the wall sitting there, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll do it this way then. Whatever.
Cool.
Okay. We'll go plus 1 to hit here with the other CP, and we'll see if we can kill these. 6, 8, 10.
What, 2 attacks each?
Yeah. So 20 attacks. 12. Cool. Hitting on 2s. Oh, and I can't make it toughness. So it's hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Lethals.
Nice.
Cool. That many AP ones.
Yep. You'll need another one over here for coherency, but yeah.
That's coherency, right? If
you need two. Oh yeah, got it.
I can go into this guy. I don't think I can touch the dawn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do my just the Hellhound.
Yep.
Do my attacks back in here. All hit. Strength 7, 3s, 3 AP 0s, damage 1.
So we just saw the Plague Bearers just go, cool, you've got catachans on the objective. I'm going to go pick them up, and then I'm going to move forward and tag the some vehicles, which is savage.
4 No.
Game's
5
moving
up.
a lot faster.
Yeah.
Last
I rolled a
round.
4 and 3.
Yeah, so it's 2. So kill one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said 1
I
wound.
think the guard are going to have a strong second turn.
Whatever.
Cool.
But
I might.
The question is how much does he want to push with the demons?
I was just thinking, do I pile in for the extra move?
He doesn't have the uppy downy strat that you get in the index.
You're up.
Yeah.
Give my whatever points I got.
Yep.
Oh, I had sabotage, right? Oh shit, sorry.
You had what?
Sabotage.
Yeah.
I'll do it with the mask here.
How we get blown up.
Because that's
doing
outside the
action.
deployment.
Cool.
It's basically 5 strats during your turn.
Okay.
Sabotage would be.
I don't think you can stop it, right?
Yep.
No uppy downy, no. Rack stuff.
Bring on this card.
Yeah, just discard. So pass turn.
I spent 2.
All right, so we're going to be getting a pass turn here, over to turn 2, which is pretty solid here. We're going to be going into Brodie's turn 2 now. I should actually have that spot.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Matt, opposite day would probably be that, and it'd be playing two factions that we're relatively unfamiliar with, because I've never played Guard or Demons, and I don't think you have either. So,
Overwhelming and mark
yeah.
for death. Who do you want to mark for death?
Ooh, Overwhelming Force and marked for death.
2.
Yep.
Those Plague Bearers are going to get picked up.
The mask.
Yep.
The mask.
Like,
Oh, you
that's
could take
a free
I could
3
take
points
shot,
right
probably
there.
not the mask.
Probably not the mask. Probably the big
If I could get
So-
two secondaries off that, then I would.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'd be pretty.
We'll see what
so 7
happens.
primary
You know, the Hellhound just stays in and just
maybe.
does its flamer thing.
I'll get you to a battle
because
shot.
it auto hits.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But he does also score.
So I guess I'll order myself then to +1 leadership. So I'll do orders.
I think he
then
would
battle shock, 'cause I
score
get to
3
choose the
points
order. So
on
+1
primary
leadership,
at
+1 to
minimum
hit.
because he's got this
Over here I
objective.
will,
He may hold this one. Not certain whether the intent for him is to actually have the Rogel Dawn towing on. Maybe he just doesn't realize from that perspective that it is just over the objective. Maybe that was why he made the rerolls with the Lehman Russ. He didn't. Cleansed, of course. So yeah, that would make sense. Thank you for that. I see. Even I cannot pick up things that were like half an hour ago. And that's why Blake here is able to pick up for me what I do not. The power of two commentators, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. I will invest in that.
+3 move. And
So
+1
really,
design
there's
itself.
not really too many other things that
You can move through walls, right?
Yep.
I can move in
Kind of
charge.
auto
Can
go
you move over models
after
when you do
to
that?
get overwhelming force. It's just this unit right here, basically. Unless you're targeting stuff that's on Josh's home, which there is not. Like there's, well, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that sits on the home. There's currently the beasts and Nurglings, but at the same time, you're likely not to kill either of those quite easily, so it's going to be quite difficult. And then Mark for Death is going to be 1, so he maybe only get 3 points on secondaries this turn.
Yeah, smart. Yep. So
that's important to take note of.
Down to 1. Cool. I'll
And
sell
I
the door.
will get rid of that. Oh, there's a wild
Yeah.
Greek
Torox.
on camera, Mr. Alex the Greek.
Pass him an out. Great. Cool.
Cheekily
So
on
then
camera.
let's do-
Yeah, hope everyone is enjoying the coverage, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you all joining us. If you haven't already, feel free to like the stream. If you want to catch more Australian Warhammer 40k, we regularly cover Australian Warhammer 40k competitive GTs and teams events like these, so make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to as well.
So I'll probably just
Yeah, we've got super chats and memberships available as well for $4.99 or $9.99 Australian if you do want to support us in a financial capacity. No pressure at all to do so. It is only if you wish to support us in that manner. But yeah, with the plugs out of the way for this round, let's see what Brodie is doing on the table. So he's gonna move on to that objective and see the Great Unclean One up in that up the top there. That is kind of like, I'm trying to hide behind this crate, but I can't because I'm a big full base.
Yep.
All right, so Brodie's down to 1 CP right now. Actually, both players are on 1 CP. Let me give this a quick refresh. And I should be able to...
I've got 21.
Can you go through my
I'll leave it. The players can update that on their own, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, Blake, what are your thoughts so far on this turn and how things are progressing?
I think he could have been more aggressive, but he is still moving.
I can fit through that.
So he's using the lollipop as the marker.
Basically,
Beautiful.
max 21.
Yep.
So I can get to there.
That's wonderful. Looks like he's definitely going. Got to go for that. Great. Is that one of the mark for death targets?
I believe the strategy to move through terrain to go both ruin and advance through, which is insane.
And those two Oxes, they can move 21 inches and still empty their payload.
They just can't. They can't charge.
I don't think they need to.
So we can get.
So what I can do is I can put white birds down, and then as soon as you pop out, I can just watch for
Yeah, they just can't declare a charge.
I'm just talking through like my ideas. So I need to do this before I.
That's cool. Only pop back. Yeah. I mean, look, it's better than dice there because it's able to actually hold the position a lot easier for the model.
It's going 10.
They're going to see the other Chimera move up on that top flank now. I mean, we would be able to see if Brodie wasn't right at that end. Right where the camera is, but that's okay. That happens, chat. That happens.
Just leave back.
But what we can do is we can look from the other end. See what's going on.
Let's go full back.
Yep.
So falling back with the Hellhound. Not necessarily surprising here. This is really interesting. I wonder in Brodie's list, does he have Kaskin? Yeah, so the Unity's probably just disembarked. Down on here is probably one of the units of Kaskin. So he's probably just gone, yeah, cool. We're gonna throw the Kaskin out and we're gonna annihilate some plague bearers, or we could even go and try and kill big Great Unclean One quite possibly, and try to knock out one of the three in a turn, which he could do with having some additional shots. Quite possibly, if we have a look here, this guy could quite possibly thread it through there. This guy's also going to be able to thread it, so it's going to be a lot of shooting, anti-tank, high strength, and damage shooting going to the Great Unclean One. However, I think the Great Unclean One's like 20 wounds, 24 wounds, 22 wounds. Gosh. Let's have a quick look here. Great Unclean One, 20 wounds, T12 with a 4-up invo. So, gonna be a ton of stuff. So Brodie's just kind of screening out the natural expansion objective here for the from the Nurgle Demons, so they don't rapid ingress onto it with the beasts. That's actually a really important play.
Tempted to get out, and I just still get wrapped.
So yeah, it's definitely a great play. He's got 1 CP in the pocket, just as a heads up, chat. There is 3 on the overlay. I'll update that.
I think that's okay. It's better than giving you primary, so I have to do that. At least it gets you out. If you kill the wrap the Torok side,
quite possibly should be 8 on primary.
Yep. Don't mind dying to emergency. Okay.
I will.
Actually, no. You can rapid ingress in the middle as well. So
because it's 3 points for home and 5 points. So
it's just a beast,
I will adjust it from
One
here
beast.
for the guys. So then it's a bit more accurate.
So let's
because yeah, holding one objective in your home is worth 8 points.
Go on there.
So I think Brodie's about to start going into some shooting. So we'll just turn back to the players and hear how he goes during the shooting of turn 2.
I'm missing a heavy flamer.
It's on the tank.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I guess you can wrap it in with the beast, but I have 2 Dawns and a Lehman Russ shooting at you if you do. So I will. Yep, that's it. Do you want to wrap it?
I probably come back here.
And I'm in a very annoying position.
Apologies about that, chat. We'll see what's going on with those mics in a second.
Do you see me over the top or no?
Yeah, I think one of them is
no, just an autogun.
slowly dying, unfortunately, so we'll have to replace them soon.
Oh, can I see over the top? Yeah, I can see over the top.
There you go.
Yep, you're right there.
Yeah, definitely think they'll need replacing before the next event.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, start the shooting phase. I'll melt to mine the unclean one. Fails.
Alrighty guys, I'm just going to mute the player mics and I'm just going to go fix them up for a second because I know that there's stuff going on with them. So we'll lose their audio for a bit. I'll leave you with Blake for a second and he can continue to chat and I'll get that fixed up for you guys.
Alrighty. See, we've got the guard shooting right now. If he can get rid of these plague bearers, and at least start damaging this, I think he's going to be quite comfortable. I don't think he's going to get. He'll get his points for overwhelming force. Don't know death. Alright, that's better. Thanks, bud.
Cool. 7, 8. 4, 6. 7, 8.
Sorry about that, chat.
2s. Yep, 5. Damage 3. Hey. Is that it? Okay, let's do.
That is
shoot
that
on the
unit of
objective
plague
first.
bearers is gone.
9. Did you lose it? Yeah. Okay. So no blast. Roll ones anyway. That's what I hear.
Alrighty guys, I am going to fully swap over the lapel mics for these guys because these are going bad quick and I do not want you guys to be having your ears absolutely blown out by these mics. I don't know what's going on. I will investigate it later and we'll be just having Blake chat for a bit and I'll get this fixed up for you ASAP.
Right, so we have cleared the first unit of plague bearers. Obviously, a guard shooting turn can take a while, but we've also got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's too many tanks. Like I'm going to assume that this unit here, they're going to go. and I don't know if that's in range, but find out shortly. Unfortunately, with their player mics off, I'm not sure what activation we're on, what unit is shooting what right now. But it does look like the red dice are rolling normal this game. Those that were here during last game, sort of thing. Yeah, it looks like we are shooting. Yeah. We are starting to target the plague bearers in the middle. This will be overforced, Brodie. Apologies, chat. Scotty's doing his best to sort this out. Two plague bearers left. And that is the unit going that will be overcoming. Sounds like a dodgy XL. We're pretty sure it's a lapel mic. Scotty is working on that, guys. Please have some patience. Get the. Oh. That's great. But we'll have audio back in a second for the players, guys. We're doing our best, guys. I don't know what he just rolled, but there was a lot of shots. Could be the cast kids top. Could be one of the chimeras. Really, like we're activating the casket. Bit of patience here, guys. All right, that's way better.
Charging.
Yep.
Plasma pistol into the dude. This is the 2 las guns. This is into the
Finally got the
Nurgle.
players back, guys. So,
Strength 3.
Hey.
Hey. Then 2 plasmas, sorry, 1 at long range. This is into the plague marines, plague bearers. Hitting on 3s, both hit 3s. 1.
What strength?
8, strength 8. Good. Then 2 las guns into the plague bearers. 5s. The melters into the great and clean one. Give me that on wounds. Hey, 1. Good. Yep. That's it, really. Sniper rifle into the Nurgling. Yes. Freeze. Invulnerable Nurgling. Yes. Cool. Let's do some mortars. So first
Hey
mortar
Ronan,
into the.
thanks for the advice.
Nurgling.
It turns out it's probably going to be the cables on the actual lapel mics going into the transmitters, or it's the transmitters themselves. I've had these lapels for 4 years, so I was expecting them to die at some point this year. It just happened to be in the middle of an event.
Do you have a wounded?
And I have backups with me, so we're able to swap them out and get them all sorted. So if they sound a bit softer, it's because they are, and we're not gonna be able to adjust their levels like what we were previously, because it's just straight input into the PC. Whereas previously we had a mixing board where we could adjust it outside of OBS. So yeah, but I appreciate everyone's patience during that. We've got it all sorted now, so really thankful that we got that all fixed up.
And last one.
And I do apologize about that. It was unforeseen.
15 again. Nice. Yep, 5.
Cool. 1 dies and 1's on 1.
Cool. So, end of my turn, I'll score overwhelming, I'll discard Mark for Death, CP.
You got a single overwhelm?
Yeah.
Cool, sabotage goes off.
Alrighty, guys, what a turn for Brodie. Alex. Such a funny lad.
Never washing my face down.
I mean, it's pretty drawish.
All right, chat. Let us know how these guys sound on these new mics. I can probably
I should have been more aggressive here, turn
adjust a little bit of the volume and do some stuff with filters and such.
Charge with 1 unit of plague bearer, so
just to give it some
can I get a battle
increase.
shot on? Probably just the Capricorn.
Maybe we'll give it a 2 decibel increase just to help that out a bit. But really interesting turn. We are now into Josh's turn 2.
D3 mortars, 1.
Yeah.
1.
So
The only one that
only 3 points on overwhelming force, discarding Marked for Death. I mean, it's not too bad. Like, you know, as we had said, we expected those first unit of Plague Bearers that were sitting on this objective to die, and they did. The second unit of Plague Bearers up the top here did die as well, and there's been some damage put on the Great Unclean one. Just really need to see how much damage is actually being put on. And we got Dan lurking around as Team New South Wales manager. So if we have a look at the dice camera, and it looked though that's if I have a look real quick. After Josh moves, I should be able to move this to see how many wounds the Great Unclean one has.
Inside.
By looks, it's got 17 wounds remaining.
Going 11 plus 7 inch charge.
Oh, wrong one. I got multiple ones on this set, so.
We did lose a Nurgling base as well. Also looks like we've got Josh measuring a bunch of charges for this turn. As we said, there are more plague bearers in here than you think. There are, I believe there's still 30. There should still be 30 plague bearers left. So we will see what happens. Got Rodigus going in the middle.
12.
Very comfy.
On the point.
That will give he controls that with them. He just raised banners.
Yep.
Beast the Nurgle that were rapid ingress.
Advance the square.
Go there. Single OC, all you need on that. All you need. Single OC.
3.
Yep. Gotta be careful though. He's just got to be careful that he doesn't kill that Taurox. If he kills that Taurox, then Brodie can disembark with 3 inches and get OC onto that objective and likely get 2 OC minimum, because I believe in that brick is either Karsakan or Cadian Infantry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see those guys in there, but at least we'll get 1 to 2 OC. Oh, he's just going to dogpile it with plague bearers, because why not? So yeah, really interesting game developing here from both players. Hour 47 left on the clock. Thanks, Ronan. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm really keen to see how both these players kind of develop the game as it continues going forward. So yeah, we'll just turn to the players and we'll be back with you all shortly.
Fancy's plague bearers. 6. Where'd the ring go?
Yeah.
Where's the base? 8. We'll advance this red squad.
Yep.
Six. Like a 4-inch charge. Is this Torx touching or not touching on this? What's it meant to be?
Whatever.
Why it's touching at the front. But
Yep, sure.
I don't know what you intended.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yep. Oh, that's the red squad. 8. What have you got left in transport? Just that squad?
Kazakin, that's it.
And that's it?
Oh, sorry, the command squad in that coming.
Can you put a character on the roof just so
Yep,
I
surely.
know what's there? As someone at Sipu coming across the field and like taking my objective with Cool.
Alright, chat, looks like I put some dodgy batteries in the receiver. I'm just going to fix that up real quick so there's some real fresh ones in there.
Shooting. So we're going to neg toughness on the T8?
Yeah.
We'll neg toughness on the vehicle. We'll go on the Cascan.
Yep, sure.
And then over there, I don't think I'm within 12 of that, am I?
For the great and clean one?
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
I'll neg toughness on that. Cool. So yeah, shooting the Rodigus into the Castrican.
Yep.
So 2d6. 2. Big 2. 2s. 1 dev and 1 at AP2. AP3. Ignore cover.
Ignore.
Cool. Everything from this into the Capricorn. Yep. 2 plus 3 on the flamers. On 2s. 5 at AP3.
Okay, cool. Yep. That's 5.
The thrown weapon. 2 plus 1 on 3s. And then 2s. 2 at AP3 with cover.
6s. Hey, 1 left.
1 left. Hogan.
Anything else?
No. That advanced. Cool. We'll go charge. The plague bearers will go into the Castrican. We'll go glow in the Castrican, sorry. I think I have to do both because you're within an inch, right?
No, you'd be able to base this guy without.
Yeah, but is his base an inch or over an inch?
28 for Castrican.
Yep. So yeah, on the Castrican with the glow, a 10, and then the plague bearers.
Yep.
Into both, I guess. I don't think.
Sure. I mean, you can just pile into the.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll lose an inch.
I don't think I can go within.
I think you
it's
just
a
want
5.
to declare the.
Yeah, I'll do the
thing and then-
Castrican.
Yeah.
5s. It's definitely at least a 5.
Yep.
So he will base, and the rest will go in. I'll roll the yellow.
Oh, I thought you were out of 12.
No, I'm 11.
Okay.
Yeah, and 11. Oh, you pushed it back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get the 11.
Yeah. I think you're a bit. You only moved 7, right?
Yeah. And I was here.
So I think that's like 19 is like there, and I don't think you were that far.
I really was, but okay.
Yeah, I thought you were like there.
So 7.
Yeah.
The front of his base was back there.
Yeah. So if you hold your finger
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Cool. Just out. Just out?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. Sure, man. The base will charge the Torox. A 9. Cool.
And even worst case scenario, the security is still be the 11,900.
1, 2, and then we'll charge them in. Yeah. And 9. So I can't base in here. We'll go ScottyD here. Cool. Master's on the point. Cool. Yep, I'll get you to take a battle shock on this guy for me.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. Passed them all so far, so I'm probably going to fail 3 in a row at some point in the game.
Hopefully. Cool. So we'll base.
Yep.
So this space. Here. Cool. Do you want me to roll?
No, that's fine.
Cool. That'll be AP2.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And then this guy will pile in, and this square will pile into that. Cool. So on the from the glow.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Winding on 4.
T8.
Cool. 3, AP3.
6s, yep.
14 damage.
Let's explode. Nope.
Over there, we'll start with the beasts.
Yep.
Yeah, 4s. And 5s. Cool. Just 2 dead ones.
2 dead ones. Down to 6. 8.
4, 6, 8, 6. I don't want to hit you with everything, so it'll just be them that can stay on the point. So 1, 2, 5. 4, 5. Lethal. And 5, because you're T7. 2. 3, sorry, with the lethal.
At AP 1. Cool. 4s. Go through. 6 left.
Sick. And then Sloppity. 2 lethal. AP 0.
Great.
Yeah.
So I think it's just this back.
Yep.
Into the Plague Bearers. Yep. Hey, string 7, so 3 AP 0s. Oh, take 1.
You would have been like, yeah, cool. So that's on there.
All right.
Cool. So scoring. I'll get extend for 5. And I'll ditch behind. You'll get something. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think you can get me off that one.
I can double shock.
You can double shock. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the range? 12
9.
or 9?
And I hold more than half. So it's a whole no man's.
Sorry?
It's all of no man's.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay. So my orders. Creed will +1 to hit all of the orders. This guy will +1 to hit both tanks.
Yep.
Actually, Creed
All
will,
right, ladies and gentlemen,
do +3 move on the flamers and
Let me
+1 to
just,
hit on 2 of the mortars. So 1 mortar is without +1 to hit.
reduce the player mics for a second
over
here.
I'll order.
Really, really interesting development in this game. As we can see, we do have top Great Unclean one is deciding to clean house a bit and deal with the Taurox that was up there and the Caskkin, but dealt with as well by the Plague Bearers. We then also, seeing the Beast of Nurgle down the bottom here with the Plague Bearers just tie up that Taurox with the other Caskkin, trying to wrap it so that they have to desperate escape to get out of it. And then really you're seeing Rodigus push up the middle to go, cool, come and kill me, basically.
We did see Josh did want to charge the Rodigus into that Broken Thorn, but he was out of 12. We do now know that this is the Great Unclaimed one that has the extra AP, which means that this one would have the other one. The lone up, that's right. So yeah, we know which one's which now. Nice.
Yeah, so it's good to know. We're seeing that one that is, what do you call it? The one that is extra AP is doing some work. I'm just going to take the quick second whilst things are quiet, chat, and we're chatting to swap over the batteries for the players' lapels. I know it's going to go quiet for a second, but I'm still chatting. Because they were flashing at me, telling me, "Nope, we're about to die." So got rid of those, and we didn't miss anything.
Let's see what the order.
So, realistically, let's have a look at the expanded scorecard. It is tight right now. Josh is only just ahead on secondaries by 1 point, but Brodie's ahead on primary by 5. Oh, no prison area denial. Ooh.
Outside of 3, so get a small one.
That's big.
has to kill Roddy.
Not going to one-shot Roddy.
That'll be fun to watch.
I need to...
Yeah, having to kill Rodigus in a turn. I mean, it'll get 2 points on no prisoners and secure big area denial if he goes for it, which he could quite possibly do so. But also trying to, if we go back to the top down, you know, if he takes out Rodigus, then this Great Unclean one is able to go through this way pretty easily. Yes, he can get small area without killing Rodigus, thankfully, because that dotted line on the internal of the objective is 3 inches. So he's not inside of that. Looks like we're seeing some dice rolls here from Brodie for some stuff.
So you take 1 on the Dawn, 1 on the Rush. Okay. So you don't get any...
So some battle shock stuff.
After that. Yeah, right. Okay, I should have ordered myself.
Yeah.
I thought it was just flat. Okay.
Interestingly enough, there's a lot of stuff up in this top left-hand side that can really punish stuff this way as well. So we're going to see the Leman Russ come out and really go, cool, you're not going to be able to get past me with the Great Unclean One. The Sacrificial Dawn. Not Sacrificial Dawn, sorry. A Sacrificial Leman Russ. There is a strat to walk through walls, though. That is the other thing. But you've got to be able to place your base, is the big thing. I don't think the Great Unclean One's going to have enough movement to come through here and actually place its base. So that's the big thing there. But then down on this side, it's going to be really interesting. We're going to see what the Taurox does. It might kill some Plague Bearers. It might, you know, Brodie could also try and kill some beasts as well as an option. So there's a lot available to him in terms of shooting, but there's still 4 units of Plague Bearers left on the table. 2 have been killed from my understanding. I'll just double check this side view. So we've got
and pivot. So I'm basically
currently we've got 1, 2.
What's the OC on the
3?
There's only 2.
4.
But the Dawn's gonna.
I think we've only got 4 left on the table. I think 2 have been killed. So Brodie's doing really well in this attrition fight to actually decimate the Plague Bearers. But it's the Great Unclean Ones he's not having the greatest time touching. This is brilliant. So he's put the Taurox on to stop Rodigus from getting into charge the Rogel Dawn. So the Rogel Dawn's positioned in such a way where he can't get to it, even if he moves through the wall as well. And he's going to be able to put some shooting up as well.
Does he explode? No.
Okay, something's potentially exploding somewhere.
It's going to be a big desperate, right? 1, 2, and 3?
A desperate escape. Probably from the Taurox.
1s and 2s,
so they're going to jump out.
1s, 2s, and 3s.
So I reckon from this point we're going to switch back to the players. I hope everyone's enjoying the game, and we'll be back with you shortly.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 1s, 2s, and 3s.
They only get like 2. That's. No, way too far.
1s, 2s, and 3s.
Cool. Maybe not. No, too far.
Careful, I can still do
6.
Cool.
6.
Into the which one?
Watch the 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. 6.
Yep.
So got
6
the
die.
Meltamine, 2 plasmas, and a melted gun.
And the transport goes?
Okay, transport goes. Then the...
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on Conqueror, maybe get some AP in this creature, up in this beach. If I move this here, I can put birds here, give them Orioles to wound, go there, give them extra movement here.
I'm not going to get 12.
What do I want to do? I want to kill them. I want to kill them. And I want to try and make
Then should get 2 bases on.
Sure.
Maybe not if the wall's there. No, just one. It's annoying. Yeah, the rest are pretty shit. Okay.
How's it going, Dave? Don't hellhound me.
Just move like that. Just 20 on 5, it's not really doing anything there. I think I'll just advance and pivot like that, so I'll end up like that. Okay.
So advance?
Yeah, advance, can't shoot.
Cool.
Okay, let's do... Do their Meltamine in here.
Yep.
First. Goes off, D3, it's 1 mortal.
Yep. I don't think I'm within 6, right?
Nope, just kill this guy.
I'm not. Same as special. So, what was it? 1?
Yep, just 1.
Kills that guy.
Okay, I will do, you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 guys still, so I'll do the... Do I want the blast? Yeah, I want the blast more than anything else. 3 extra shots. No, I need a max shooting here. Okay, I'll do the 2 flamers in here and the 1 on the plate into this one. Is that good?
1 flamer can see, right?
Yeah, only 1 flame. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm on the other side. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I thought they were tagged. Yep. Cool. I'm just in Erotius then.
Sure.
So 1 in here. Nice. 2, 4, 6, 4s. 3, AP 1.
What strength are they?
Strength 5.
They're T9.
No, sorry, 1 into this.
Oh.
I thought these 2 could see that and 1 can see this.
And that one can see that one? Okay,
Yeah.
3. Cool, 1 wound. Are they damage 2?
Damage 2. Then the other 2 into Rodigus. 6. 6s. 1. 2 damage. Cool. Then let's do the Lehman Russ. Whoops, sorry. Lehman Russ everything into these guys. So I've got the Plasma Overcharge, so I'll do the Hazardous first. They're fine. Do the Battle Cannon. 5, 6. Hitting on 3s rerolls with extreme objective. 20 on 2s. 5.
Cool, kills 3.
The plasmas. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3s. Rerolling. And 3s. Cool, 5. AP3 damage 2. Cool. Okay, 4 more. Cool, the stutters. Whoops.
Oh, well. That's a hard drink now.
Yep. Let's go. Do the stubbers, yep.
Yep.
Fives. 2.
Kills, okay.
Cool.
Just
And
sloppy
then
left.
last thing, las cannon.
Yep.
Misses. Hits. 2s.
Damage.
4.
He's alive on 1.
Okay, let's do the Dawn into. I'll do the stubbers into Sloppity.
Yep.
Then everything else into Rodigus.
Yep.
So stubbers.
Yep.
So this one's the thing we're paying on. Yep, she's sitting on 3s. 20 on 5s.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Into Sloppity?
Yep.
5 ups.
Let's do the rest up in there. So I'll do the. I think I reroll. I'll do the turret because I think that's where I reroll everything.
Yep.
So turret, 8, 4, 8. Use my rerolls in this one. So reroll to hit. 4s. Reroll to wound. 2. 6 damage. The multi-melters, no rerolls. These on 3s, winning on 5s. 1. Good. Then the autocannon. 1 hit, 5s. Nope. Then the chest gun. Blast 6. 3s and 5s.
Yep.
2. Damage 3.
Take 1.
Check.
Cool.
Okay, let's start over there. I'll do the Chimera into the dudes, the Plague Bearers.
Yep.
Start with the shooting out the top with an Ogren, a plasma gun that will overcharge. I'll do the hazardous first. Fine. And then the regular gun. So this is the Ogren's gun. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 1 damage 2.
Into the Plague Bearers, sorry?
Yeah, Plague Bearers, yeah.
1 damage 2?
Yep.
Yeah,
okay, I'll do the stubbers. 4s, 5s. Nothing, the las guns. Cool, 3 from the las guns. Got the plasma and heavy flamers left. Cool. Cool. So you got a guy on a wound. I'll do the heavy flamers. 8. 4s. Just 1 from heavy flamer. Cool. So, oh, you got 15. Yeah. Nice. Then the plasma. 1 hit. 3s. Wounds. Cool. So how many got left?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 left?
Yeah.
Out of a squad of 10?
Sloppity.
11.
Sloppity.
Okay. Sorry?
There's Sloppity in there. Character.
Yeah, so you had 11. So I killed 3. That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
so you're at 8.
Yeah. Cool. Lehman Ross into them. I'll overcharge the plasma, so hazardous.
Cool.
The turret. Nice. 2, 4, 6, 7. 8. It's 9 plus 1 blast. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4s, reroll 1s. 2s. Yep, 5.
5?
Yep.
That was the most special roll ever.
Damage 3.
Oh, 1.
That's 2 plasma. 3, 5, 6, 7 with blast. Reroll 1s. 3s. 2. 2 damage.
Cool. 1 dice.
Stubbers. 1.
That one's on 1.
Yep.
Maybe. Yep.
Las cannon.
Here's the las cannon.
2s.
Damage.
Minimum. Yep.
After this, 3 in Sloppity.
3 in Sloppity left. I'll shoot the Rogal Dawn. So you definitely would have the OC to take me off the point.
What's this?
I'm just talking to myself. You'd have the OC to take me off the point. I can charge you with the
Well, I own this point.
Why?
Because you're halved OC.
I'm halved OC. Okay. Within what range?
6.
So 3, 4. Okay, fuck yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I guess the other Dawn goes into Rotigus then.
Yep.
So let's do the turret. 7. I'll do the stubbers into the little dudes. Is that worth it? Yeah. Stubbers into little dudes.
Yep.
So 7 for the 2, 4, 6, 7. Rerolling 1s here, and I'll reroll. Use 1 hit reroll. And that battle shock was absolutely brutal. I'll use my wind reroll. So 2 into Rotigus. 3 damage. Take 1. 2. Down to 9. Multi-melters. Reroll 1s. 5s. No. Chest gun. 3. So yes, 5s. 1. Autocannon. 5s. Then the stubbers into.
Is this into the Plague Bearers?
Plague Bearers. 9. 12. Drop 1 on the floor. Real 1s. 5s. 2, 3.
Cool. Take lose a go.
Cool. Cool. That's it. I mean, I should have asked, but like,
yeah,
I would have liked to have known that.
I asked you. I told you. I asked if you knew. So sorry, I thought you knew that he halved.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously,
yeah.
half movement.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, I did say like I'm relatively familiar with the data sheets.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
Watching me move in and say like,
well, I didn't
know.
I didn't know what you were doing.
5 and 2, but
well, Oh yeah. Well, I didn't make that connection.
I think you knew what I was doing.
No, I didn't make the connection until like halfway through that turn.
Yeah. Sorry.
I didn't make that connection until like in the turn phase.
Yeah. Because I thought I was moving OC7.
I thought you were move blocking and then like just getting.
Yeah. No, I mean, because I could have just poked the gun out and been out of 6 on the objective, right? Like that's the main thing. I could have, if I'd known. But it is what it is.
Cool. Yeah, really important to clarify that stuff with your opponent, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just going, hey, this unit can do this. Are you sure that's where you want to move things and stuff? Like, super important.
Guess we go these guys.
Even at this higher level.
No, I can't charge. So I'm still shooting. Yeah. 2 plasmas, I guess, overcharging here, and a melter gun here.
Yep.
Melter gun hits. Doesn't wound. Then the overcharging plasma. All hit. 3s. 3.
1, 2.
Cool. That's mortars. Just going to those plague bearers. So the one that's hitting on 5s.
What's this, sir?
The mortars into the plague bearers.
Oh, okay.
3, 6, 8, 10. Just one hit. 4s. No. Second one hitting on 4s.
Yep.
10, 14, 3, 6, 10. Oops. 14.
Just make sure he's on the objective.
He wasn't on the objective.
He was on the objective. I literally said it last time.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I'm putting the mask on the objective.
You were moving out to sabotage, not to...
No, that was the first time. That was here.
Cool. 4s. So
I haven't got sabotage last time.
Sorry?
I didn't even have sabotage last time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sure. Yeah. Just looked off to me. 4 on the plague bearers.
Take one.
Cool. Last squad. Plague bearers. 6, 7. 2. 5s. Just one. Good. Sweet.
I'm just going to do a quick clock check for you guys so we can see how things are actually progressing with this game.
I think that's it. I don't think I want to charge over here because you can heroic.
So right now...
I can't heroic if you go here.
Josh has got 40 minutes left on his clock.
Just put your track there. I can't
Yeah, okay.
How many dudes you got?
Yeah, I think I want to charge to stop the...
And looks like Brodie's also got 34. So really tight in terms of time. They've got plenty of time left on their clocks, which is great to see.
Reroll one of these because I've only got 5 dice. Reroll 1. 4 hits. String 7. 2.
Save one. So
Damage one.
Oh, 6 up.
Yep, kills that guy.
So just a banner left.
Cool. That's it.
So area, you'll get a little one.
Yep, correct? Little area denial. 2 units with no priest here. Did I kill the last guy? No.
No.
So just the 2 with the sloppity.
So you get a 4. Cool. Pass the turn to me. How much CP are you on? 4, 5? 1. So I'll bet 2.
I was going to tank shock, but
battle shock?
didn't got there. Yep, battle shocked everywhere.
Pass. Cool. So I'm at 2 CP. I will draw. Mark for death and area denial. Haha, back at me. What are you marking for?
You'll need a battle shock test as well.
I will do that.
Yep.
5 up?
Yep.
Cool. D3 heal for 1.
This is base leadership 5. Or you plus 1 in shadows.
+1.
Yeah.
I'll get the Dawn and take a shot. At neg 1. Cool. So I failed anyway, didn't matter. 2. Had it anyway.
16.
So I'll get a 3 up 13.
Yep.
Cool. This squad will also do the battle shock.
Yep.
They are 5 up as well. So they pass. They get 2 back.
These guys here are going to shoot down there.
Let's go. Cool. So this is 100% a CP to move through the wall.
Yep.
Cool. So that's happening. That's spent. Are you on the wall?
Don't.
Because your gun's like.
Oh, the gun. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Yep. Cool. 7. Cool. Mask will go kill these idiots. Should kill these idiots. With the flamer. Oh no, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go kill these things.
I looked at this part and I got excited, and now I feel like shooting. That's 10. That's 22. That's 27. 30.
These Nurglings is going to back off. And the beasts. Oh, what was the mark for death?
The
mortar?
Can you get through there? That's less than an inch. I don't think you can get through there, right? So I think the mortars. So 2 mortars and Creed.
Yeah, that's
2 mortars and Creed.
2 mortars and Creed? Yeah, fine.
Creed. Yeah. No, 2 mortars and Creed. Creed's just on our own in the back here.
We'll fall back here. Get out of the way of the glow. Hellhound? Or Chimera?
That's a Hellhound.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to fall back this way.
Yep.
Because they got 6-inch move. Cool. I'm gonna make these guys move extra 5, the red squad. So 1. So 9 will be here.
Yeah, 36 inches. So,
Cool. That squad are gonna go do the same thing to that Dawn. Give it cuddles.
Waiting on 3.
Sorry about this. I really thought.
I can't see how you would think.
Well, I really didn't.
That. Yeah.
But it battle shocked anyways. Whatever.
Which was?
The Dawn. It just battle shocked. So I didn't change anything.
Yeah, I yes. I think that's true. But it doesn't make me feel any better about it.
Yeah, sorry. Cool. We'll go to shooting the Guari into the boys on the point. D6 plus 3 from the Flamer. 4 plus 3. Toughness will be. They're T13?
T12.
T12. I'll neg their toughness. And I'll neg T11.
T11.
I'll neg the Tauros. Cool. Cool. So, winning on 2? 3s. Cool.
Into these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 6 at AP2, ignore cover.
Cool. 6.
Cool. This guy will shoot into the Dawn, I guess.
Yep.
8 shots. On 5s. Cool. 2 saves at AP3. Ignore cover. And then 1 dev. No, one of those is a dev. So 2 saves at AP3. And then dev wound. Takes 3.
Onto the Dawn?
Yep. Everything from him into this Russ. So the Flamer.
Yep. 2
plus 3 on 5s. 6s, sorry. 2 at AP3, ignore cover.
Takes 1.
And then the Flail, 3 shots, plus 1 on 3s. Doesn't have lethal, and 5s. 2 at AP2, but you get cover. But you have no cover.
This is onto the Lehman Rust?
Yeah, all under the Rust. Cool, 2 damage. Cool, charges. Roddy's just going to go into the Torah.
Yep.
The Plague Bear is going to go into the Dawn.
Yep.
6.
Yep. I'm going to charge that.
Alrighty, chat. Whilst Blake's still walking around, getting some info
Going into the tank.
for us to share about how things are going in terms of the players. We're seeing some interesting developments here in terms of the game.
Cool.
Let me just reduce their mics for a sec so I can chat with you guys. We're seeing some combat come in. We've got some Plague Bearers going into the Rogel Dawn just here, as well as the Beasts
Plague Bearers
just on the other side.
Both, I guess.
Plague Bearers multi-charging here.
Actually, no, just in the door.
Just going to the Dawn through the wall.
Will you be able to get there without declaring the...
That's the question I was about to pose. He may have to double declare here.
I can't finish, right?
You would have to declare him to move through the inch of him. Yeah.
I think he has to double declare here.
Yeah, I just declare both.
We'll probably see the Great Unclean one charge into
7,
the...
which is an 8.
There as well. Rodigus obviously went into the Taurox. So
minimum
it's going to be
7.
really interesting to see what Josh is able to do into Brodie right now.
That's fine.
I dare say we'll see something get -1 damaged, so that it doesn't necessarily cop as much damage as what it would have previously. Potentially Rogel Dawn.
Can't base, but I'll base it less.
Pretty sure that the Rogel battle stopped.
Wasn't it the second?
No strat support there.
Mark for death in area tomorrow.
Useless and area
Josh
denial,
might struggle
which
to
is
get
still pretty
secondary
useless.
points here this turn. I'm sure he'll kill the Turok.
The
Whether or
beast
not
on
he
the
kill that
flamers and the tank.
that Rogel Dawn will be
a 10.
I don't think so.
These beasts.
Yep.
Well, no, Plague Bearers have lethal.
Yep.
1 CP, they get crits on 5.
Yeah, okay.
But it is still, it's only 1 AP.
We'll plus our damage from the greater, the Rodigus.
Yep. It's not going to be easy.
We'll go.
Now,
Are there
Beast of Nurgle have Dev
10.
Wound
10.
at 2 damage.
The math does change.
I'm not
so
saying
we'll
he
go,
can't kill it. I just
damage
don't
into
think
the
it's going to
Torok.
be easy.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
I can see it's not going to be easy, but we'll see how this
work
goes.
doing. So we'll start with the beast into the flamers.
Yeah. Lots of charges, lots of combat. We'll see what happens and see what Josh is able to do in terms of the clap into Brodie here.
And your toughness?
3. The guardsman.
2. Ooh, 2's done. Cool. So you don't get those ones. 5 at AP1. Oh, that was a 2.
Cool. Take the first one on the dude.
And then 3 more. They're all 2 damage.
Yeah. Oh, they're okay. So they're all dead. Yeah. Easy.
Cool. We'll do Rodigus into the Taurox. So 7, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s because you're T7 now. Cool. 4 at AP. Let me tell you what it is. AP's 4.
AP 4. Okay, sweet. Go straight.
Is it
What's your
3 or
damage?
4? 4 each.
4 each, yes. Does he explode?
There goes the Taurox, and he's going to pile into the Rogel Dawn.
How's the team doing?
Makes sense.
How's the team going?
Nice. We'll go these beasts into the Dawn.
Yep.
Some are going well.
Who's going well?
Jordan.
Yep. Okay.
And then this will be 5 because you're -1 toughness.
So,
So
two.
one save at AP1 and then one dev.
Cool. 3 up.
Cool. 2 each. Cool. So go into the Lehman. Hitting on 2s.
I know he's got a clock burnt now to go.
Yep. What's this one, sorry?
Glow
Oh, yep. Yep.
So 2 lethals and then 5s. Just 2 at AP2.
4s. D6.
1. This glow into the rust.
Yep.
So 2s. 5s. Nothing. Cool. And then just plague bearers in both spots.
Alright, he has
So
to
the
kill
back
this
one
rogue
won't
swing
swing,
to get
so-
areas of null. Otherwise, the
7.
turn is ending on a 34-point draw. So this will be a really important activation here. I reckon we'll see the strat for the crits on 5.
That's 2 1s out of there. And this will be 6s.
2 plus 2 devs.
2 lethals.
Sorry, lethals, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 at AP1. Take 2. And then here, 5 into the Hellhound. And this guy's base, and base of that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the Rogel. Cool, into the Rogel.
Yep.
Cool. 5s. 1 at AP2. Cool, just 1 damage. And then into the Hellhound. Oh, lethal. Toughness on the Hellhound?
10.
6s. 3 at AP, 2 on the Hellhound.
Cool, takes
Cool,
2.
just 1 each.
The dice rolls on both sides are astronomically different. I've got 3 there. So what I'm going to do is...
Cool. That's mine. You can ram me back.
Okay. The Dawn into the dudes, the plague bearers.
Yep.
4s. Yep. And 3s. Yep. 3 on the plague bearers over there. The Hellhound.
Good.
Is that Russ in contact with any of the plague bearers, or just the Granite?
Just the glow. They fell back.
1, 5s, no, nothing. Then
Good.
No, I didn't do anyone. So
Oh, okay, sorry.
This guy in here.
Yep.
2 on the plague bearers.
Take 1, and I am feeling my friend. Cool. So 1 damage.
And then the Lehman Rust into the Grand Clean one.
You don't want to hit the beast?
No point. 5s. Yeah, 2 into the Grand Clean.
No. 4s. 6s. Take 1.
Cool. All right. So you get a small area.
No. I don't get any area.
Yeah.
I get nothing, mate.
Yeah.
They're both guarded.
Cool.
They're gone from my existence.
So now we're
Pass the turn.
Pass turn. Pass. Pass. I assume you don't want a secret.
Fuck no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the current scorecard on
Spend it,
screen,
mate. Spend it.
I don't think I've ever had 2.
which is
You need all the dice.
34-34 going into Brodie's turn for turn 4.
I'll spend a CP to just...
He'll get some points.
Hit the score.
Recover assets and behind enemy lines, and he's going to get some points on Linchpin here. But it is tight.
Recovers.
It is tight.
Okay, orders.
Oh, he discarded there to get engage
Well, you
instead.
gotta do battle shocks, right? On your stuff?
I can.
Like, they actually have to do battle shocks?
Yeah, oh yeah, but that's
So let's have a look and see what's going on the table really right now.
The leadership, I think he plus
He should have 3 points on primary for his home.
And yeah.
And then it depends on what the OC is on.
I guess plus leadership would be good, so I don't have to dangerous if I fall back.
So that's the other thing, right? He's at least got 3 points on primary. That's
don't
the important thing to note here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 points on primary is his minimum, and we'll go from there.
So let's do leadership on himself.
Yep.
And +1 to hit on the Chimera.
Yep.
And he will plus leadership himself and +1 to hit on the units.
Cool. I'm gonna get you to take a shock on this guy.
Cool.
So at -1, so 7.
Yoshi, quite possibly, we do have some battle shocks incoming that could change that low.
Do I just auto pass that one? Yep. Yep, got the CP. I'll just auto pass it.
Cool. Do you wanna?
There's a lot of battle shocks to happen right now.
Aiden, sorry.
Yep. Yep. So 7. Yep. Yeah.
It's an 8, isn't it? Because it's 3 and then 5.
3 and 5. Yep. Okay, sorry, that should be on me for a while. Okay, let's so Creedal order +1 to hit to both of them, and maybe do I just move block? I don't really need the maybe I just do that. No, I'll back myself to survive.
Back it. You got this.
Okay, so yeah, just +1 to hit on all this stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So where do I want to fall back and shoot?
Does this? Is he on 5?
That's right, Yoshi. It is.
Again,
so
he'll need a battle shock. Pass on a 12. Okay, so I want to. He'll just take a regular fallback. Can I get out of 1? No.
Thanks, man. It's gone.
So he can shoot anyway. The Dawn shooting's probably the best. Theoretically, he can just shoot everything into that anyway. Like not the blast, obviously, but if I fall back there, I can shoot the blast there. Okay, so he'll stay there. I will then pay the CP to fall back and shoot the Dawn. I will move the Chimera first, but just. Okay, no.
Cool.
So we're seeing some pretty big movements now, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of how board position is going to be given up right now.
He's on 17.
Yep.
The Dawn's on 17 wounds remaining.
He will.
And it was 8 points on primary that was gained by Brodie this turn.
Because of a couple of battle shocks and things like
so,
that. It's not quite a lot. Yep. All good. I think I just stay there.
Brodie's projecting this at being a loss to him, but only a small loss, so something like an 11-9 or a 12-8 into this, which is interesting. It is quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts, Blake?
You'll have to.
I think the biggest thing right now, can he kill
8 with a pivot?
either of those great unclaimed? So Rodriguez in the middle on 7.
Pass. Cool. If I am desperating, I just come back here.
That's still better than 20.
Yes.
But we've also got the great unclaimed one at the top that has the extra AP.
He fell back.
So
Can't
no
shoot.
shooting.
If he can get rid of that, it's
shoot.
going to
That will
reduce
stay there
the
and shoot.
incoming damage. So that'll be really handy. But it is becoming a game of resources.
And these guys will.
While it might not look like it, like there are a lot of tanks on the table, but a lot of those tanks are damaged. But not every Nurgle thing is damage. We still have at least 30 plague bearers. I believe all 3 grey and clean ones are damaged, but they can heal. And then there's the Beast of Nurgle probably going to be pulling secondaries.
So I need to kill Rodigus. That's the plan.
As far as
do I just fall
they're
back
really
and
hard to
pop
get
it?
rid of. And when you're getting things like, hey, just stand still for a turn.
So I lose
they're
the
like,
shooting.
I can do that.
Again, +1 to hit for the other
We
stuff.
also have
All I'm shooting is the
still
multi-melters.
got the Master Splash here that's blown up. Just remember,
I could fall back here.
so this
Get out. Let me just think for a
this
second.
great unclaimed one has the blown up aura, right? So all these mortars can't really interact with things over here.
Yeah, all I'm shooting there is multi-melters
so we
if
can
I'm in
see-
base, and they're
it's only
shit.
turn 4.
Yep.
So while they're doing good on
Multi-melters and
time,
an autocannon. The
turn
blast
5
could go into the
might be a lot of
plague bearers.
Oh, that's just. I've got 3
It's
models
okay.
left. You've got 3 models
Big
left.
downside risk
Let's
if I
just talk it out.
fail and just die. Actually, you'd probably just kill me.
Could
with all
also
the
be quite
So, yeah, I think I
important
have to
because
fall
if it
back there.
gets so tight on points, it's going to come down to time on the clock and using it to think. Because they've got 48 minutes left in the round. Both players have got approximately the same. By looks, Josh,
this guy can
sorry,
shoot
not
out.
Josh,
He's
sorry,
shooting. That's
Brody.
good.
So funnily enough, in New South Wales, there's a player named Josh Brody,
What did I order?
which is why this is
Yeah,
so
plus
hard
1
for me
hit on
right
both.
now, because one plays
I was
Josh
gonna
and one
shoot
plays
them, but
Brody.
now I'll shoot okay, let's do
Yeah.
shooting. Yep.
All right, so Brody's going into his shooting phase, but he's got 28 minutes on the clock and looks like Josh has got 20. So that's the other consideration as well. So yeah. All good. All good,
I think I do
Yoshi.
this guy first. Yep. So
All right, let's we're going to turn back to the players as Brody gets into his shooting.
Actually, no, I don't think it's worth overcharging and taking a random 3 wounds because you might not actually kill me there. So the battle cannon. Yep. 8. 4s re-rolling. 5s. Yep. 3. Nice. Cool. Nice. 9 damage. Yep. Then the las cannon. I'll shoot the hunter killer as well. Las cannon misses but re-roll. Hits. 4s. No. Then the hunter killer hits. 3s. Yep. Wounds.
That hit. That wounded.
Yeah, wounded. Yep. String 14. Good. Yep. Then the stubbers. Rerolls. 6s. I mean, that's it for the rust. Oh no, I didn't do the plasma. 4. 4s and then 5s reroll. Nice. This one. Good. Right. So how do I do this? I think you've got less than 10 guys in this squad anyway, right?
Yeah,
so I'm not getting blasted anyway. So I'll do the Chimera into them. I'll do
In the
overcharge
Rodriguez or him?
Sorry, no.
Chimera into them.
So
Okay.
Chimera into the playgrounds. He'll do Hunter Killer up here. Sure. So Hunter Killer hits, wounds. Oh, kills him. Kills him.
Does he blow up? He does.
The Ogren and Plasma Gun into the things. I'll do the overcharge.
It's too late now, but you were half moved. That's all good.
Half move.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Rodigus.
Ogren. These are hitting on 3s because I winning on 4s. 3.
What's this in there?
This is the Ogren's Ripper Gun into the Plague Bearers. AP1 damage 2. Cool. 3. Damage 2.
1.
Well, Jake, I can tell you this is going to be a very close game. It's going to be a very close game.
Kills 3. Plasma Gun. Hits on 3s. 1. Wounds on 3s. Wounds. 2
How many?
AP 3, which is 1. AP 3 damage 2 from the plasma. Cool. The 2 heavy flamers. Sorry, you got to do the damage 2. 5 shots of the heavy flamers, winning on 4s. Yep, 4.
One each?
Yeah, one each.
Well,
Kills one. And then the 4, 6 stubbers. 5s.
This guy backed out, right?
Yeah, he backed out. Yeah. Nothing from the stubbers, then the las guns. 5s. 3 AP0s. Cool. Okay. I think the Dawn does the. Actually, let me do the mortars. So I'll do these mortars that move first into the 4-man. So he's eating on 5s. Oops.
Yep.
6. 5s and 4s. 1. Cool. Next one's that hitting on 4s. That is 11. 3, 6, 11. 4s and 4s. That's 2. Yep. And the last one. 11 again. 3, 7, 9, 11. Two. Yep. Damage 1.
Cool. Kills one, wins one.
Okay, Dawn. Let's do.
So what shot?
So all I've got left is the Dawn, basically.
Just the Dawn?
Yeah. I think I do multi-melters.
Sorry, I'm just figuring out the swing. The coherency is shit, so it'll be on the front one.
Yep. Definitely stubbers. Turret here. Chest gun, auto gun, stubbers,
cool. Everything else
multi-melters. So multi-melters and turret.
Yep. And everything else.
Everything else there. So let's do
the Guo first.
The stubbers. 3, 6, 8, 9.
So we're seeing Brodie now target a lot of his shooting up in this top left-hand quadrant here into the additional AP Great Unclean one. So we'll just zoom in on that action for you guys right now.
There we go. So 5s, 3 AP0s. That's 1. Cool. Then the autocannon into the dudes, the plague bearers. 1 hit, reroll 1s. 2 hit, 3s. Cool. 2 at AP 1, damage 3. Cool. Cool. Chest gun into the plague bearers. 2 shots. Both miss. Yep. One probably won't kill it now.
Memes.
So yeah, turret into the big guy. 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Reroll 1s. And I'll use my hit reroll here. Okay, great.
What was that into?
Into the big guy, running on 4s. If I'd roll 8 4+ and just like kill him. Multi-melters into the big guy. I've already used my hit reroll. Sorry, I had a wound reroll. I'll use that on the turret.
Sure.
Fails, yeah, never mind. So then these are the multi-melters. Hey, nice.
I will CP that one. Good.
Cool.
What a meme.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
Yep. So this one was +1 to hit, right?
Yes. Cool. No, because he didn't shoot.
No, but you picked +1 to hit because you were going to shoot.
Oh, I was going to shoot in combat. Yeah, so I +1 to hit both. Yeah.
Don't go changing order for me.
Yeah, you're all good. All good.
Just
okay,
combat?
I think that's it. Yeah, just combat.
Cool. The Guo hitting on 2s. Fucking dice, stop spinning. 5s, 3 at AP2. 9 damage. The beast And then 5s. 4 dev. 6 dev.
Yeah, okay. Does he explode?
Oof. That great unclean one down the bottom is just nuked.
Score you up.
The, what do you call it?
Didn't have anything to do with it. And
Lehman
that
Russ.
just cost me the engage.
Yep.
Yep.
And it just cost Brodie
Very,
engage right there.
swingy
So
game. There's like a couple of like individual rolls that are having 4+ points.
To be honest, my army is fucking swing as hell.
So lots of swings and roundabouts in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to get that Dawn to take a battle shock for me in the middle.
So we're going to get 4 out of 4 fails.
Sure are.
Oh no. Are we going to see a change here?
Take 1.
Oh, he did fail it.
Hey, finally passed.
That's not good for that battle shock.
Gets 2 back.
So it's just not going well in terms of the battle shock front now, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good. Cool. So I'll get a 13.
Yep.
13 points for Josh on primary. That's going to put him ahead. Up to 47 points.
No priz.
We've got a number of games that are already finished, ladies and gentlemen, for this round.
I'm up to 5 CP because I discarded.
Which is absolutely wild. And we'll get those scores and let you guys know where things are at. So this game is looking as though it's going to be one of the ones that goes
these
through
guys have to do a
time.
battle shock. 5 up. They fail. Awesome.
Oh, no prisoners and overwhelming force.
Cool, I'm at 2 CP.
That's going to be quite
we will
easy
spend
to
a CP to move through a
score,
wall.
I would say. Just spending a CP here to walk through walls.
7, we'll get here.
So Brodie's back up to 5 CP. And Josh is down to 3 right now.
5-inch charge. We'll advance these, I guess. If you're on Overwatch, you can. So they're going 8.
I think that's the best Overwatch I've got, so might as well.
Yep.
4 CP.
We have a look at...
So Hellhound.
Yep.
So 3s, yep. So
yeah,
5,
Ronan.
6.
Did some work.
So when it started, I was in the feel no pain, so 6, 5 ups. And then feel no pain, 2 damage or 1 damage?
Just 1.
Cool.
And then the
1
regular
dice.
heavy flamer. Just 1.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some interesting results so far.
2. Just 1 damage.
Thousand Sun into Space Wolves was a 20-0 to Space Wolves. And then Orcs into Leagues of Votan was a 20-0 to Orcs. So that's currently negating each other
I guess we're
in the results. And we've still got a couple of games still underway,
so those
which is really interesting. Yep. Yep, really tight for this round. So every point's going to be pivotal.
What's my secondaries? No priz overforce. I think. Was that right? No priz overforce?
Yeah, no priz and overforce. He's got to capitalize right now.
Yep. Oh, it's coming outside. So these beasts will go out. You can't fall back through my models, right?
No.
5 and 2. Get through, fucking blows. He's at. He took damage, right? I can't remember what he was on. I think he's on 17. Cool. So hopefully that dies. The shooting goes both ways.
So we're just kind of having a little bit of a predictive chat here, chat. And Blake, you've got a prediction.
Yeah.
Toughness 10, you said?
Yeah, T10.
I think that if Josh can pull off no prisoners and overwhelming this turn, if he can match both of those, I reckon we're looking at a 12-8. And if Brodie gets bad secondaries in his
Cool.
turn 5, it could go to
These Nurglings that
13-7.
I've forgotten about the entire game.
What do you reckon, Scotty?
Advance.
I think 12-8 is on the money.
Actually, no, that's gonna
I
happen.
think
You get numbers or something.
with the
I
if
think
we
it's kind of
even
a-
have a look at the expanded scores right now, just as they're doing some movement to talk a bit about it.
Cool.
You have a look at the secondaries that
I need to make you-
Brodie has had.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
still
you
got
held that back.
some
Yeah,
in the
right.
tank that he can get some decent positional advantage on.
Yeah, thank you.
But he needs the models
so
in the
everything from
positions
the
to do
glow
it,
into it? Oh,
rather
the-
than
the-
just
sorry.
killing stuff.
Flame is here.
Yep.
Whereas
toughness.
for Josh, he's got
toughness,
positional advantage right now, and he's got positional secondaries
So
to the left.
flamers.
So he has the
Four
potential
shots.
to do really well here.
On 2s. 2. AP2 ignore cover.
Sorry, I don't get a save. Into these guys. Damage 1 or 2?
Just 1. The flail. 3 plus 1. 3s. And 5s. 1. AP2.
Into.
Yep. Good. Cool. We're just going to charge. Oh, sorry, just shooting.
Yep.
Yep. Sure. Yep, this guy into the flamer. 5. Oh, yeah, everything into the camera.
Yep.
5 plus 3 on 5s. 1 at AP3, ignore cover.
1 at AP3, ignore cover?
Yep.
So, 2 up on the. That was on the. Yeah.
That was on the. Yep. And then the flail, 4 shots on 3s and 5s. 2, AP3, ignore. You get cover, I guess. 2 damage. Charges, these guys in.
Yep.
Cool. The beasts in.
Yep.
The glow in. The beasts in.
Yep.
And the plague bearers into the.
Yep.
Cool. Can you shove them in?
Yep.
And then this into the chimera.
Yep. Hellhound.
Yep, Hellhound. A 6. Cool. I think I had the base.
Yep.
Cool. We'll go with the glow first.
Yep.
On 2s. Oh, that's into the.
Yep.
Thing. And 5s. 2. AP2. Good. We'll go first unit of beasts, which will be this squad.
Yep.
4s. And 5s. No, 6s, sorry. Nothing. The other beast, same thing. Just 2 dev.
Oh, no paints. Hey.
Cool. The Rodriguez. The other glow.
Yep.
5s. 2. AP3.
Sorry, which one's this?
Into the Hellhound.
Into the Hellhound. Cool. 5 ups. I'll CP the failed one.
Sure. I can't kill him.
Yeah. I'd like to be above half and not take a battle shock. Yep. Pass both, yeah.
Cool. The plague bearers.
That was pretty good there. Obviously, the CP reroll, keeping him above half health. Stayed away from that battle shock range. Very, very smart by Brodie.
3s.
Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree.
And 2s.
This is these guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Did your T2?
I'm sure you're gonna. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just take it.
Cool. Cool. I don't get overforce. I guess I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Cool. We're tied. So yeah. Cool. So on that, I will get no priz for 1.
Yep.
For 2. And I'll discard it, of course.
Yep.
So, pass. Round 5. Yep.
Okay, so orders. I'll order myself to +1 leadership.
Yep.
And to 4 CP. Over there, I need to. So you can force 2.
So
you're on 9
as
OC.
we're chatting here,
So I need
Brodie's going
2
to
out
go
of
through
these to
stuff.
pass.
But
Order
right
myself +1
now,
leadership.
getting only 2 on no
But I
prisoners,
can order myself plus
and then
plus
also
OC
having
is the order.
overwhelming
So that makes
force
him
for
OC 6
0
leadership.
and discarding
6,
it for a
yep.
CP
Then,
is
he's
rough, and it
3
actually
aggro,
keeps
so
Brodie in
2,
this game,
3,
which
so
is really
plus-
important.
so that would
We're
be
not sure what
9.
Brodie's
So
secondaries
one
are for
fail.
this
I just
last
hit the one.
turn
you
right
need,
now,
one to fail,
and he's
so
got a
I
lot
guess it
on the
doesn't matter.
line here.
I'll probably
If we
then-
just go to the top
actually,
down,
I'll
he's
go
got
6,
some stuff. He's got a lot of
10. I
tanks
can get
left
to 10, 'cause
alive
he's 3 base.
right now that he's able to
Three
going to
base?
be do a
Yeah,
lot of
okay.
damage. That
So
Rogel
I
Dawn
+1
keeping
OC and leadership
all
on both
4
of them.
beasts of
Yep.
Nurgle and the Great
That's it.
Unclean One in a
So where do you
position
wanna-
whilst
it'll
maintaining
be-
control on the center objective,
the-
I believe, because the Dawn's what, 5 OC or 4 OC?
The Chimera. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Let's go Dawn and we'll
I'm
do
just
both
gonna
Dawns.
have a look.
So for a CP, yeah, cool. So that one
Fails.
failed every one that actually resulted
Commander
in a
is
sword.
5.
And
Regular
then,
Dawn
this
is
one,
also 5. So whether it's Commander or not doesn't matter.
Fails.
7.
So they are Commanders.
I would go to 6 and then -1.
You passed him?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I put that on. Okay, so at least I
That's
passed.
new.
yes, you do
Okay,
another
so
one.
they've gone. So they're
I would've
OC
passed that
2.
one.
You've already order passed.
Okay.
Because
right,
we're not
yeah.
using the update, which
Wasn't there a
means
rule
that
you
they're
can
going to be
have to take more
OC
than one
4
battle
on that
shot?
objective, which means
No,
he
it's
still
the same rules
controls
as
it.
Tyranid one, so they can do shadows and they can do an all.
Unless there's something around the Great Unclean One halving OC or anything, but I think that was Rodigus
3.
that does that. So
The Chimera, sorry. 2. Oh no,
Even if he's
So
not
I
controlling
have,
it, he's at least
failed
contesting.
5 out of 5 battle shocks that result in
And it's like,
5
that's
VPs
fine.
for
I'm
me,
not going to get my points, but
on
you're not
order.
getting your points.
What
the
the
question
fuck?
is right now,
so you get a 3.
how much can Brodie Middleton kill? That's going to determine the game.
Do you want to
100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. Oh, Brodie has felt a lot of battle shocks right now. It has been wild that he's just gone battle shock,
this guy
fail,
also
battle
has to do a
shock,
battle
fail, battle shock, fail. So he, as he just said, he's failed
Actually,
5
I think
out of
like 4 out
5
of 4 are the ones that haven't resulted in
battle
victory.
shocks.
It's probably about
I
the
think,
same,
I
and
think
he
he's
failed by 2.
actually on 4.
It swings, mate.
And
Swings for you.
Josh
but
is on
like it's,
0.
Playing a leadership 7
currently.
army is kind of rough.
It's not.
okay, let's see.
Yeah, just go double check.
I think I need to
Okay,
cycle
Blake's going to go
down.
double check the CP and just make sure it's all good. And I can update it over here. Because that's...
Okay.
Just want to check to make sure that that is accurate.
What's up?
I didn't do... I discarded last time. Yeah, I'm at 2.
I'm on 4.
Cool. 2 and 4. That's what
Did
we
you
wanted.
just use
So,
the one to...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I thought you were on...
I
so you're back
discarded
to
that.
1.
So I'm at 1.
so
He'll fix it here.
Yeah,
Just
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I cycle sabotage.
So we should be on that right now. I will double check on the refresh just to make sure that that goes through. Yeah, cool. That's done. Spike the battle shocks too hard in the early game.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I can get the guys out.
Can't
and
get
do it
established.
So we'll see how Brodie goes this turn. He's got sabotage and locust.
Okay, I can sabotage locust.
That is not what he wants right now. I mean, he could probably sabotage
It's a bit better.
and
Not really. Not by a
try
lot.
and hold
Moving 10 here.
up here because he does have a unit in the Chimera that he can pull out to do some stuff. So he could sabotage up here still, and it's out of his deployment
I'll
zone.
probably sabotage.
I was about to say, right out. With how close it is, I think that we're going to see the mortar team do it. If I can get the paint there. Yeah, they're going to do it in here. That's the hardest thing for him to, for Josh to interact with.
I just need to touch it.
It might only be 2 points.
Yep.
But that's
So I
2
need to
points he
kill them with
didn't
shooting,
have
yes, from the door.
earlier, right?
Yeah.
And with how close it is, those 2 points are really going to matter.
Yeah, there's no way that I
think he needs to keep.
Yep.
He needs to keep the demons away from as
I think
many
I can kill it
objectives
too.
as possible.
Hopefully I can kill 2 devils to a
Definitely agree about that. The other thing as well is that defend stronghold, he needs to maintain control on
tank
for a
shot
full
now
3
as well.
points.
So how many wounds is this guy
So
on?
by
17.
controlling his home,
Cool.
It's
I guess
3
he
points, so
calls that-
sabotage for 3 gets him 6. Oh no. We've got a fire alarm, ladies and gentlemen.
Sick.
Oops. So, give me 1 second.
We have
False alarm. It's because somebody's going through a door. Just maybe wait.
So there's false alarm because someone's gone through a door. And so we're going to get told what to do next until we figure shit out. This is really freaking weird. The guys are just going to continue, but we've got beeping in the background, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Which sucks. Which absolutely sucks.
Let's shoot. I'll start with that Lehman Russ into the...
So we'll see how this gets resolved. If we get told to evacuate or whatnot, we'll have someone come up and tell us. We'll be here until they do.
Stubbers in shooting combat. Actually, there's no point doing that. Yeah, everything into the Great Unclean One. Yep. So turret, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 5, 3 rolling. 1, 5s. The 2 plasmas, not overcharging. 2 shots. 1 hit, 3 roll, no, 5s, no. The las cannon hits, doesn't wound. T12, right? Not T11.
T12.
Yep. Then the stubbers. 3, 6s, 1. Okay, the Chimera shooting into the Plague Bearers. The two heavy flamers.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Keep going.
Yep.
So, if we get told we do have to evacuate, that's when we will close.
Yes.
Cool. Is that 7?
What was that?
2, 4, 6,
Oh,
7.
into the
Heavy
Plague
flamers
Bearers.
into the Plague Bearers.
Cool, and then 6s. Cool, kills 1.
Yep, then the stubbers. 5s, 1.
Cool. 1 damage?
Yep.
Cool.
And then the las guns.
5s?
2.
Cool. Squad's dead.
Dawn into the Great Unclean One. Let's do the multi-melters.
Yep.
4s.
Alrighty, chat. It was as I thought.
Use my hit reroll here.
So we are playing through until we get told we have to evacuate, and that's when we'll pause clocks.
Then the turret.
Just wanted to let you guys know.
Rerolling ones. 4s. 3. 9.
Into the...
Sorry?
Into the glow?
Yeah, 9 damage.
Oh, they're 3?
Yep.
Sorry. Do I CP1? How much more shooting you got over here?
Not really.
Is this it?
Yep.
You've shot all the melters, all that shit?
Yep. Yeah, shot the melters. I've still got the chest gun and the autocannon. They're all strength 9 though.
And then all the rest is shot.
Yep.
What am I using CP for next turn? Yeah, I'll take it. So 9 damage. Cool, take 9.
Cool. Chest gun. 1 shot.
Down to
misses.
8.
The autocannon. 3 or 1s. Hits. 5s. Yep, wounds. So autocannon, AP 1 damage 3.
Cool, take 1.
Then the stubbers. 6, 10, 15, 18. Real ones. Just 1.
Alrighty, guys, still got the fire alarm going. I do apologize about the echoing in the background. Nothing we can do about it at the moment.
Cool. Cool. This guy into the Plague Bearers.
Yep.
The turret. 8. You got 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yep. So that'll be 9.
6, 8, 9. Hitting on 5s. Here's one. My hero roll here.
And then 2s.
Yep. 4.
3.
3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool.
Yep.
Kills 4.
Four
Chest
dead.
gun. 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2. 3s. Yep. Same thing. Damage 3. Cool. Autocannon. 1 hit. 3s. Yep. 1 wound. Damage 3.
Damage 3?
Damage 3 again. The stubbers.
Yep.
It's 2.
One's on 1.
Cool. Mortars, the one that didn't move into these guys.
Yep.
7, 8. 2.
Cool. One's on 1.
And last, the one that did move. 13, 8, 11, 13. These are 5s. Yes. 4s. And that's 4.
Spike me, please. No. 2 6s? No.
Cool.
Cool.
I think that's it. I can't charge over there. They're sabotaging.
Yep. Combat?
Yep.
Cool. All the beasts. So first unit.
I'll just take a scarf, man.
Alright,
Go
cool.
3 days now.
Cool. So your turn, you score. You'll get stabbed most likely, unless I come up with a miracle, which is unlikely. So, and defend your keep, so pass. Give me some fucking cleanse assassinate. What's left, old mate over there?
Alright,
is that
so
the only
cleanse
character or
and
yes?
assassinate.
How far from that?
And
to
then
the
linchpin at the end of the turn,
character
which
from the
is
beast?
wild.
Can you go through what?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's a
beast. Yeah,
beast.
yeah, yeah. Cool. So within 15. How far do you move?
6.
6. So 14. You need to go 8. 8-inch charge.
8-inch charge with a reroll.
He needs to get an 8-inch charge. Oh, chat, don't get me started about 8-inch charges.
I'm up to 2.
Savage.
I'm gonna. I do it at the end of the phase. I'll do the battle shock here. On these guys. Fail. I'll get this Chimera to take a battle shock for me. Cool. So I need to kill that to get primary. So auto pass the glow.
Yep.
And then heal for 2. So I've got a CP for an 8-inch. So we'll be cleanse.
Yep.
Everything's shooting that with the neg toughness, and they're just going to go for that 8.
Cool. What's the damage on the shooting into that?
Damage 2 on one gun and damage 1 on the other.
When you get there, I'll spend the CP for -1 damage.
Doing it now.
But, yeah.
So the...
And does smoke matter, or is it a flamer?
One's a... One,
Okay.
It wouldn't matter.
Oh, smoke and -1 damage. Sure.
Yeah, okay, so... The flamer. 4 plus 3. Winning on 5 because I've nature toughness. 2, AP 3, ignore cover. Cool. The thrown weapon, 2 shots on 4s because of smoke. And on 5s, 1, AP 2. So 2 down to 1. So you took 3 down?
Yeah.
So down to
4.
Cool. This charge.
Cool. We know it's 4.
Yeah. This 8.
Yep.
With the CP. Coming. Nope. Cool. So just see if I can kill this.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Wounding on. Oh, that's a 6 there. Oh, whatever. Wounding on 5s.
Hey.
4 at AP3.
Cool. CP one of these.
So 2. Oh, you CP.
Yeah. 2 go through. 6. Yep.
So I'll hold that point.
Yep.
So end of the game, I get my double cleanse. I hold all of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll get cleanse for, is it 5? Fun.
We are having to evacuate, guys. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Can I turn this off, Scotty?
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you for your patience. That was a bit chaotic. Alright, the guys are going to trickle in. Let's, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get the players to turn their mics back on. I'm going to leave it in Blake's hands because I'm busting to the loo. So I will be back with you guys shortly. But, you're in Blake's capable hands.
I made that charge, right?
There you guys go. Again, not something you can plan for. Not sure what happened, but we were asked.
Which is so shit, right?
That's right. Everyone's been let bitten, so it was a false alarm. But we are waiting. Players' turn. I believe we have one of them. So Scotty's just going to the toilet.
Cool.
Let's see if we can get back on track, alright?
So I got a 4 on cleanse.
Yep, thank you, Jake.
I forgot to do banners the entire game.
Bloody 40k players, alright?
So I got a 15 because you can't score more than that.
It looks like the...
And where do we put banners in?
Players are,
I don't know,
tallying up the end of that turn.
I would have got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got the middle with Cadians.
Yeah, you got those.
Yep. So you got 2.
68.
You got 2.
No, I got 1.
So you already got those 2.
I haven't put any banners in all game.
I'm gonna say
you automatically put them on when
you're gonna be a 12-8,
right?
Yeah, you put them on.
Yeah,
it could very well be a
So you'll definitely get 2 because you can
towards Nurgle Demons.
1 each. I put this one down
for Josh Wood
because I got.
You can both do it.
Oh, can you? Right. Okay, I thought you only did one.
The team composition,
right? And do you do your home?
We are.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I've had battle line on all
There's
of them.
a 20-0 win from both sides.
So,
and basically, the way team scoring works, they cancel each other out.
Or Blake, or whatever.
What's up, guys?
How do we put our banners in?
1 sec, guys.
And you get
I'll
your
be back,
3
Jake.
for sub. And your 3 for defend.
in about 15 minutes.
Oh, we're done.
We're just scoring, yeah.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Where are we up?
We need to put banners in.
Banners meant to go into secondary school.
Yeah, but I don't know how to put them in your app.
We should make it.
Because it's a secondary part of the mission.
Do you guys remember what you got?
Yeah, I've got a 4
and 1.
You got a 1.
Okay, so what do you have? What do you gents has as the finish score?
51, 68. So actually, it'll take you to
72 to 51.
72 to 51.
72 to 52.
You've already. Oh, you didn't put.
I haven't put mine in
yeah.
yet, which actually doesn't change the score.
So it doesn't change the differential.
Yeah.
Yeah, still 13.
Okay. So 13-7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game.
Good.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
This is my first time.
No, you're good.
So,
Yeah, it's all good. So we can put banners in.
I will let Scotty know that.
Unless you just put it straight into the primary.
I thought it was part of the secondary.
Yeah, that is, yes.
It is secondary. Okay. I don't know where to put it.
I mean, we could just
put
it in.
You just manually put. You just put a 19 for
3
you.
to a 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that goes to a 4.
Yeah.
72 to 52.
Alright, beautiful. Thanks, guys.
And now we can tell these mics off.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. It looks like we do have a final score of 72-50, which will be a WTC scoring of 13-7. The pretty close. Scotty's back.
All right.
We've got a finish 7-52.
Oh, that is a pick. Oh, that's a 13-7.
Look, I just told everyone 13-7. Don't do me like that.
Okay, a bit of insight, chat. Brodie actually had this as a 13-7 loss. He got Matrix. Exactly. How wild is that? Oh, goodness me, chat. That's crazy.
I spoke to Brodie when we were outside during the evacuation. He actually said he was meant to win with the 13. So I don't know where you got that information, Scotty.
I got that from team captain Taylor.
Taylor wasn't playing the game. No. So this might actually be what gives the Horsemen it might be a 1-point win.
Yeah.
But what's more likely, we're going to see in a draw, you still need to win by more than 5 in WTC scoring.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? The Horsemen with what's called a big draw, which means that they might win by 2 points. That's still the draw, but they've got top of the draw, which gives the buffet what everyone calls a small draw, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Get me in the camera a little bit here.
Everyone's seen you.
No. So if we have a look at the scores that are currently input on Best Coast pairings, we've got the 220 nils. Josh McGowan went down to Nathan Princey 11-9. Brian Lakeland went down to Imperial Knights 13-7. So what that tells me is that currently the buffet have got a lead of math. That's 2 and 6. So 8 points. They've got an 8-point lead right now out of the incoming scores. So knowing that this one's a 13-7. Yeah. So Buffet are winning by 8 points right now. You've got the 13-7 that's about to be input, which means that it negates it to 2. Yeah. It is.
I have heard that Eric and Michael House are going to have a 10-10, which just cancels out again. I don't see a scenario where this isn't a draw. We need another team to come out like 15-16. Actually see it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do right now, chat, and this is the fun thing I love to do with this camera, is that I'm going to grab this bad boy and we're going to have a look at somebody else's table. And there's Rowan Kennett from ACT sitting there. Chatting with Paul right in front. So, right there is Jacob into Pulse. that's a pretty close game right now. Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to swap over to the minimal now, chat, just so it's just me chatting with you guys. We've got the result at the end of that game that's on top. So we've got them still going. You've got Josh McGowan and Princey. They're probably still... So by looks, they're still playing. But it looks as though they've got it in as 11-9 right now. But that can change. Continuing to look around the room. There's Woody, sitting in the corner, just chilling after his victory. We've then got Michael House into Eric Lathuris. And these guys are aiming the 10-10. So this is going to be a very, very tight round. Very, very tight round. You don't need that on, brother, because it's just us talking. Players have turned off their mics, so we're golden. We're golden.
So I've just spoken to the people still playing, and it's like it's 10-10, it's 10-10, it's 11-9. Like there is no scenario where this game is not a draw. There is a scenario where we see a true draw, which in this would
8-8 draw.
There is a real possibility that we get a 80-80 draw.
And you can see the people who are watching Eric's and Michael's game right now. Tyler, sitting there, fellow GSE player, is watching, and Alex Terrison is watching there after his win as well. So we've got some spectators hanging out, watching some great games of 40K. This is the round that you wanted something to go down between these two teams. So we've got a couple of gentlemen watching Princey into Josh McGowan. So Necron's into Chaos Knights, and looks as though Chaos Knights have got a lot of War Dogs left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 War Dogs left. And there is currently like 10 minutes left in the round once everyone gets sorted. So it's going to be really down to some great stuff. So we're doing some final calculations here, which has been really solid. I also want to personally... Oh, hi, Kirby. How you doing?
How are you?
Doing well. This was a tense round that had some unnecessary drama. Yeah. Jake, that was actually the two factions, because that was the last pairing of the round. No, second last. So it was the two factions that got rejected in the third pairing set, and they got put into each other just automatically. So that's just the way it is, and Kirby just took a photo of it, so he's probably gonna show that to McGowan more than likely. Oh, Eric. Of course. But yeah. Hugh, we had a fire alarm go off, unfortunately, and it just is what it is. I appreciate everyone who stuck it out. So thank you. We're not too far away from actually having the conclusion of the round. We're maybe about 5-10 minutes. Few really tense games going in right now. So whilst that's going on, we're going to kind of do a little bit of resetting here, so that we don't actually, have stuff go wrong. We've got Blake doing the Emperor's work by asking a gentleman to jump out of the way, just so the camera is able to look at this game between McGowan and Princey. So we're just going to go turn off, active turn, and we're just going to reset some stuff whilst we wait for some of these other results, because we're going to be basically throwing straight in to the next round. Not worth it because they got to do pairing, so probably just shift the terrain across and just move it out of the way. And bring the... Just put the lapel mics to the side after you've moved the terrain. Sorry, I'm just giving Blake some direction to help out, speed things up. But yeah, so really, really tight game here between McGowan and Princey. We've still got Pulse and Jacob still going. Oh, we got the handshake there between Princey and Josh. Are you able to grab the score from Princey and Josh and let me know, brother? Thank you. Jakey Mellon's just going to be helping out. Tio from the Hunter GT last weekend. One of the coaches for Team New South Wales and is going to... So that way we can see, as BCP says, 11-9 to Princey. So not a swing at all there. But 11-9 is really started. Oh my goodness. It is crowd city around Taylor's game right now. Everyone is watching Taylor's game. And there's George. This is wild. This is absolutely wild to see. A very tight game between Chaos Space Marines with triple ACDC bricks into Gene Stealer Cults, Host of Ascension. Really, really interesting to see. We are not too far away from having the final results as well, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Michael House and Eric still going, but they're predicting that as a 10-10 as well. So it's actually going to be a really tight round. Really tight between these two teams. We've also, another result that hasn't come in that I haven't even had a chance to showcase to you guys yet, ladies and gentlemen, because it's right in front of the stream setup. I'm probably going to hit a limit here. Yep. We've got Dave Kerr into our mate, Mr. Alex the Greek. I have to go the full way around to get it, but there's Blake helping get stuff nice and clear for us. So we've got 3 games left to go, chat. 3 games left in the round, which is wild. Absolutely wild. I'm actually going to swap over to the intermission scene for now, as we continue to bring you the updates for the remaining games. We're basically going to be straight into the next round, more than likely. I think it's maybe a 5 or 10 minute break. So I want to thank everyone who is joining us in chat. It's great to have you. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. It's been absolutely phenomenal to be able to showcase this round that has been such an amazing top level round of Australian Warhammer 40k for you guys. And it's more than likely going to be a draw between these two excellently stacked teams. Basically. Yeah, we're just going straight into the next round, chat. There's going to be no break at all, which is crazy. So we're going to have to do some resets. Oh, Jake's just told me Alex is looking like an 11-9 to Alex. Cool. And then Eric and Michael is a 10-10. To Eric. 13-7 to Eric. Okay. And then it comes down to ooh. Still draw territory. They are still very much in draw territory, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, you'll potentially have the losing side of the draw. Yeah. So draw is a draw, as they say. It's not a loss, but it's not a win. So really, really tight between these two guys. So yeah, we will see how the rest of the tournament goes, because these guys drawing creates a very interesting rest of the event, ladies and gentlemen, because both of them are undefeated then. Because they both won last round and they've drawn, so they're still technically undefeated. Which is absolutely insane. So, such a nail biter here, ladies and gentlemen, between these guys. Yeah, Jake, definitely ruined by default here. Just scrolling past, getting things all going. No, it's not. It is one of my mods. One of my moderators who's also named Jake. So, it's kind of in a weird spot right in front of us for where the camera position is. As you can see, it's the cable out the back, but that is the best sight that we can see. No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's not as funny.
Oh gosh, but nah, these guys so good. I think you can see me and Blake. Double camera. But yeah, really, really tight between these two, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really tight. Still 3 games underway for the round. We've still got a little bit of time. I'm just keeping an eye on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, as YouTube does have a 12-hour cut-off for streams. So that is going to be the thing to bear in mind. We may actually pick around a pairing that's going to be slightly shorter on the stream just to conserve that time. Because otherwise it will mess up the VOD and do all sorts of things and not be fun. And we can happily blame that upon the fire alarm. Bunch of jerks, whoever set that off. So Alex is on bottom of 5. We got Pete coming over. How you doing, man?
How are you?
Yeah, good, good. How's every other round looking so far? Are they all wrapped up and we're just waiting on these guys?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 more games that we need to wrap up. The alarm.
Best everybody. Yep. So we've still got 3 games happening here, which are quite tight. So yeah, very interesting. It could it's looking as though it's either going to be it's in draw territory, is what they're telling me. Draw territory, which is wild. Damien, currently they're just on the bottom of 5 right now, and it's looking pretty tight between them. But all 3 of the remaining games are looking pretty tight. So we're kind of sitting around waiting for some of these results right now for the last round. After the stream game has completed, we're going to just basically go straight into the next round and just be firing on all cylinders. So what we'll do, chat, is once we are at the point where we know the winner of the next round is when we will end stream. So we won't, because we will have just under 3.5 hours for the stream until the 12-hour cutoff on YouTube. It'll mean that we'll have to wrap it up a little early, accounting for that, just to bear that in mind for you guys. So looks like Alex and Dave are almost finished up here. So we're not too far away. They're the table right next to Eric and Michael. They're doing quite well here. But thank you so much to everyone for hanging out. I hope you guys are enjoying the roving cam that we have got set up in this room. It's something that we're able to do in this room, which is amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. Blake's coming back with some water. Nah, that's fine. I got my water. So we're going back over to Pulse's game with Jacob to see how that's rocking along. You got Big Man Brian and Tim and Joshy Hines and the Todd and Pete, the TOs. I think this is the game that is the furthest we're waiting on. Oh, it just concluded. It just concluded with a handshake. I'll see where that result lies, because that's going to be pivotal for this round, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely pivotal. Yeah, no worries. What was the result? Jacob got the win 15-5 against GSC. Oof. That's going to swing things, I reckon.
The reason that is so impactful, 5 points is what you need to change the differential. So if we were projecting a natural draw and they all of a sudden gained 5 points, that is the differential. That is the difference between a win and a loss.
Yeah. None of your business? No, we've still got one more round after this. We're doing a long day. Very long day. Alrighty, chat. You're going to be with me for a little bit as we get stuff sorted. Blake will be back with us in probably 5-10. Just needs to take a little bit of a break, which is fine. That's all good. Why I'm here, I'm happy. I'm golden. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We're just going to wait for the final 2 games. So currently, if we're looking at points, the Horsemen are sitting on, and I'm going to have to get my calculator out for this. They're on 15, 13, 9, 7, and 20. So they're on 64. The Horsemen are 64 out of 6 games. With with 56 to here's the buffet. Here for the buffet. So what that means is there's currently 8 points in the difference. It comes down to these last 2 games that we've got on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely wild. They're officially cutting it in pretty close here. So Pete's just pumping in the scores, I believe, for the final results. So let's have a look here. So we're still waiting on Alex's and Dave's game and Eric's and Michael's. They are still the 2 games that are going on. So really, really solid. Not too far away. Thank you all for your patience. We have got one more round for today for you guys. Really looking forward to it. Want to thank everyone for hanging out. For those who have been subscribing and to the channel, liking the stream and all that, greatly appreciate that. All the financial support as well. Connor, massive shout out to you, brother, with all the support earlier on. Well done. Thank you so much for that. Really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, we're not far away from the next game, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate your patience, though, as we wait for these last 2 results, which looks as though we're about to get one coming in. We're about to get Alex's result, I believe. So they're just double-checking the results, just to make sure it's all square. So Dan, the team manager for New South Wales, reckons it's a 10-point... Reckons it's a win by a couple of points to Queensland. So it's going to be a tight one. And looks like Michael... 16-4, potentially to Eric's way here. Potentially sees the Horsemen win this round. Was that a 16-4 to Eric? 16-4 win to Eric, I think, puts it in the territory of an 80 point. That's 80 points. So it okay. What's the draw window? 76. 75, 85. Okay, so currently they need, from this last game, they need to score. You need to stop him. Yeah. So it's very tight now, ladies and gentlemen. Very tight on this final score. They are just getting stuff sorted. So we're going to swing this around. We're going to get the results here in a second for you guys. We are not too far away at all. So these guys did a great job. Great round of Australian Warhammer 40k right now. So the results will be in. Let's have a look here. All the guys are sitting there, getting around the table. Okay, so let's have a look. Alex got an 11-9. That is not enough to stop the Horsemen winning the round. So the Horsemen, I believe, have got the win. So if I have a look at the math, that's another 25 points on top of 64, which puts it at 89 to 71. 89 to 71, ladies and gentlemen, for the Horsemen. Really, really tight game. Alex, 89 to 71. No. So, congratulations to the Horsemen. I don't think so again. Yeah, all good. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna look at the pairings when they come up the next round. I'm just waiting on those, but yeah, massive win. I want to thank everyone who has joined us for this one. I really appreciate it. Pete is just popping over now, so he's going to probably tell me or show me the pairings as I was just pulling them up. Who have we got? Yep, and the Queensland v Queensland. Those guys. Where's the placings? Let's have a look. So ACT. So let's have a look. Because it's them versus them. Who did we have round one? That's my thinking. Round one was... Yes, it was Hypershed. So yeah, do that. So we're going to grab one of the ACT teams. We're going to grab Team New South Wales A is who we're going to have on stream for the next round. So we're going to be pretty quick into it before we do. But before we do so, I want to thank everyone for joining us for this video. I hope you had a great time watching this tense round of Teams 40K. Sure, there's a bit of disruption in the middle due to a fire alarm, but I really appreciate that. If you haven't already, feel free to like and also subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. So